Well, they stopped talking to you now too.
Hey, we're going Friday night D&D with DM Kalsto.
Hello.
Happy Friday. It's been a long week. Very happy it's Friday.
Ugh. Yeah, it has.
Take it out on all of you. No. I'll take it out of myself too, don't worry. Well, got lots of fun bits to get to. So we'll see how much these guys get through. So essentially, where we left off, Dennis had his date with your new recruited temporary teammate, Ardella. And seemingly had a nice dinner, stole a book, made Dennis feel very, very awkward, and then ended it with ice cream. This book apparently being information and a map of the first layer of the competition of the Delve. She gave the book to Dennis, returned home, and you guys woke up the next day to begin. I believe it was preparing for the race or whatever shenanigans you want to do. And I believe there was some sort of talks of a, what did we call it, Kerf?
Girls' night.
Yeah, the girls' night for half of the party. So, it's yours to go. We are calling today day 7. So how you want to spend your time, just as a reminder, I guess it helps if I open the book.
Well, I know what I want to do.
Day 6? Actually, no, this is day 6. I excuse myself. Day 6 is the midnight run. Day 4 is when the kind of investigation mystery thing opens up. Day 2 is the tournament. That's the one Kerf's trying to avoid. And then the last day is the banquet before you drop in the following morning. Other than that, all yours. Sabotage, shenanigans, research.
What day does Kerf want us to rush to again?
Day 2.
Day 2.
Okay.
Kerf's like gonna build card houses all day long and insist on rolling for every card. No, it's important, Kalsto. It's important. Okay. So, I don't remember if we really said a specific time. I'm going to assume probably like afternoonish, if I recall. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did some stuff. Not a lot of stuff. So, like, boom, middle. All right. What do you guys got? You have everybody. Now, I think, I don't believe Ardella came over yet, did she?
That's kind of what we ended with.
Yeah, because she was.
You name dropped Xander Kramer, and that's kind of where we ended it then.
So, yours to take.
Well, Goblin City knows what he wants to do.
So, me and my good friend Goblin here are going to go hunt down Gypsy Fox, because I need to go have a word with my sibling, and he wants to go talk to Submarine Girl.
What's her name again? I feel inappropriate calling
Tanya.
her Submarine Girl. Oh, it's
Tanya,
Tanya?
Submarine Girl.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stick to calling her Submarine Girl.
If you see cannons out when you go to visit, probably best to like hide behind a pillar.
We could.
Tanya has the best hit ratio I've ever seen.
She either nat 1s or she nat 20s. She doesn't know dice
of enemies or friends.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can ask Baron where they're staying potentially. He might know. He probably won't.
You could ask around. If Nick were here, I could pick on Nick. I actually had something. I was going to have Nick roll for working on your sword as well, but we need Nick to be here to roll.
Does anyone want to try to give him a quick call? See if that'll wake him up if he's asleep.
I think I have his phone
Get
number.
a message.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think you have his phone number, don't you, Kate?
I think I do.
I do have a small thing if Ardella hasn't left yet.
No, if she was there, then yeah, she'd still be there.
If I notice her, I'm gonna Since I'm still copying down the map, is what I'm assuming I'm spending most of my morning and afternoon doing. I'm gonna try to wave her over to come to me.
Sorry, I was on other windows. Thank you, Hellspawn, and everybody for the raids. Appreciate that.
This being able to roll
Out
off
there, I
the dice tray is really life changing in some regards. I'll never.
I don't like that. I like playing with my dice.
Yeah, you can't do it anymore. Well, no, now
Oh.
you'll have to DM if you want to hide it.
What is with my giant ass?
They're so
Oh,
big.
they defaulted everybody to like a super high. So go to your dice options, top right corner, and then on the right side there's a roll percentage. Drop it to 100, and you'll probably be fine. Mine was defaulted to 200.
Yeah, mine too. I like 120.
Darn. You can't go higher than 240.
Oh no, you're a monster. I did change my dice to the Red Death Skulls though, just to make you feel better.
Ooh, I'm glad I dropped that one out of the tray. Just dropped to 99.
Wait, we can't drop out of the tray.
Yeah, if you just pick them up and drop.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, now they patched it.
Yeah, you can just drop them anywhere.
Oh, no. I just did it. As long as you keep it right above where you click, it won't roll. Like, right above where, like, you pick them up. But if you drag it out a little bit... Oh. Hold on. What's going on? Okay, if you drop them low, you can still drop them out of screen. But if you drop them high...
You can even throw
That was
them.
cool. You see other people throwing on your screen, too.
Oh, wow. If you just throw them, they roll.
Oh yeah.
See if you see
If you
mine.
just drop them and they
Yeah,
roll.
wherever you throw them, it shows where they actually are. Now that is cool. You guys can't see my demo I'm taking.
No. You can usually see your ghost dice. I heard that one. I didn't see that
I'm just curious if you can see, because where you roll it is where it actually displays now. So I'm curious, like if I roll it from the bottom left to the top right, if it just gives you a generic, I rolled the dice.
Hmm.
Now that we've distracted ourselves, what were we rolling for?
I asked if I could beckon Ardella over, and you're rolling about it.
Yeah, she came over.
Do you know what good magic shops around here? I think I need to pick up some more spells for the contest.
Can I look at you? What kind of spells? Just like scrolls? Or are you like looking for items too?
I think more just scrolls. I don't really know what I need.
Specific type of scroll?
No, I think I was just gonna go on and browse and see if anything seemed useful. My book is pretty empty.
Is that slang?
No.
I mean, you know how to get to one. And she just kind of smiles.
I do.
Place we broke into. That's like their school and guild for magic of the city.
Do they actually sell stuff out of there?
I forget. On like it's like off to the left of their main property.
Okay, I
But
mean,
scrolls probably.
If you think it's a good idea to show up to the place where we weren't supposed to be, sure.
Just taking a walk in the gardens, and that very faulty railing almost killed me. It was a good thing you were there to save me. We had no choice but to find our way out.
All right.
Looks like you've been busy, like, note all of the grime on your hands from copying these maps. Or using magic.
I'm using my magic quill in the book that I don't think she can read.
Oh, okay. If you're doing the book, then she wouldn't do it.
I mean, my hands probably still might look dirty, but I'm not sure.
So, like, you know, if you've been drawing with like a pencil for a while and your hands get all,
yeah, they get covered. So, like, my hands look like they're messy and I've been doing stuff, but the It's completely blank.
Special boy. Special boy.
Oh, and I was thinking to ask Zoe to help me with this too, but do you think you could help me like work on a spell and later? Like tomorrow? I've got this big one, but I feel like I can make it smaller. I just can't nail it down. I need some advice. If you're willing. Not many. I don't know many wizards that can help with this.
Like, what did you have in mind specifically?
Well, I can show you the spell, the big version, and then we could. This is probably easier to show instead of tell. Zoe?
I was muted for. Yeah.
I'm gonna show Ardella the light spell I've been asking for your help with. See if she can come up with another idea.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take her to the training ground and attempt to. And I'm basically gonna use my ultimate and see if she can help us find a way. Yeah.
I wish Nick were here because this would be great. So, when we say training ground, what are we envisioning a training ground of? Because that's a pretty big.
Courtyard.
Honestly, courtyard straw dummy. That was in my mind.
And let's be honest.
Sure.
He's probably got a keg tossing arena.
No, not the courtyard where everyone can see.
Well, we don't really have anywhere else we can go.
He's still offline too. We need Nick. We need him. We need him.
I think he has a keg tossing arena you could probably practice in.
That is a great idea. Let's go there.
Okay. Sure.
No, that's just me talking. You can ignore me.
Please break things. Yes.
If you guys
He will
break
be so mad.
his king pitch, he will annihilate you all.
No,
He will
just
literally
blame
find a
Ardella.
way in with a baron.
Hey, Thorkel?
Yes, Dennis.
Do you have a place where, if something goes wrong, we won't get yelled at for breaking something?
What are you going to break?
I don't know, but I'm going to use a lot of magic all at once.
Thorkel needs to roll an insight check here. So you need a safe spot to blow something up. You're not going to blow something up and then hide here.
Yeah, a safe spot to blow something up, yes.
Got it. How big of a blow up?
If I had to put it into numerical terms, 60 tens worth.
Like maybe you should do this outside the city that's under a mountain type of.
I don't know if I can do something that big.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, feel free. You could use the courtyard if it's not going to be too much.
Miss told me no.
Yeah, I mean, outside could be good. You could go on just one of the upper levels, you know, take the steps out to the outlook. You don't have to go to the bottom. Just watch out for the railing. We got some random complaints.
Yeah, really.
Cardella's just like laughing to herself.
Okay, we can go outside the mountain. I can just like shoot it off into the sky, I guess.
Well, like you could shoot it at whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
Just if you do it outside, if there's anything behind. So, like if you were shooting it at a person or a dummy, if you hit the dummy, it like keeps going and hits something behind the dummy. At least if you do it outside, it will hit something or just veer off. Who knows?
Yeah, let's just do outside. If anyone else could just say, hey, it was the Knights of Tyros, I guess.
I like it. So you guys, the three of you go?
That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Goblin, I didn't want to distract you from what you're doing that bad.
What?
What? Go make your gun.
Listen, it's not just a gun.
Go make your crossbow explosive dynamite launcher.
Fine. You're not even my real dad.
I'd hope not.
You don't want to be my dad?
Not really, no.
Oh,
Seems like a lot of work.
seems like a lot. What?
I mean, you're always talking about your mom, you never talk about your dad, so I feel like maybe you don't like your dad. I don't know. I don't like my dad either. I get it.
My dad got eaten.
Oh.
For your loss.
You didn't get eaten by the guy who made you the scratching post, did he?
No, it was before that.
Okay. Do you want to unpack that now?
No, I want to make my gun.
Perf, I think you need to take Goblin on this field trip.
Don't worry, Goblin. I'll be your dad.
I'd rather you didn't.
Nope, it's too late now. No take backsies.
I didn't even offer.
Well, Dennis said no, so who's going to be your dad?
Nobody. There's just going to be a void.
Come on, I'll be a great dad.
Can we leave?
Yeah.
Come on, son.
Come on, son.
I didn't expect us to make Garrett get the rope so early today.
All right. So where are we going? Are we going for the gun, or are we going to make big lasers?
Perf and Goblin are going for the gun. Oh my god, I can't speak. For the gun, Zoe, Ardella, and Dennis are going for the big laser.
I've been talking a lot. Let's do Goblin Curve.
As long as we're not talking about my dad.
I will call Strix on my phone.
Trix, guess what? I've adopted Goblin.
Sure. As you go to call your beloved older brother, one of them at least, roll a D100.
Are you gonna make it weird?
God, is that you?
After a moment, you just hear click, Kerfer.
Hey, where are you staying?
And you kind of like you can hear yawning, stretching, getting up. Some little hotel.
Can you be more descriptive?
Silver something or other. It's on the 4th layer.
Okay, on our way. See you in a bit.
He's like, what? Click.
Ah, that's so good to do with the family.
It's like noon, he's still sleeping. I have to go bother him. I'm obligated as his little sister to go bother him.
You need to be so charming.
Is that how family works?
Yes.
Yes.
Mister, you
Okay,
going
You
to?
wouldn't know you're done.
4th floor.
Yeah, I missed.
Sorry,
my
that was an
dad.
out of character response. That was an instinctual response.
Is in 4th floor like the fancy floor?
No.
Or am I
Yes.
reversed?
Oh,
Yes?
yes?
Nope, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Top to bottom. Bottom is lower. The 5th
So-
floor is essentially what makes up like the majority of like the main castle and some
Okay.
other elements. 3rd floor is like the pretty decent. 2nd is like the working floor. Then the 1st floor is more slum-like, but also where a lot of like the working areas themselves are.
What floor are we on? At Bear's
3.
place? 3? Okay. I will take
Actually,
Goblin
I'm
to
trying
the
to
4th
remember.
floor.
I thought Tess was also on the 4th floor. Yeah, Tess was on the 4th floor. Because Tess has like an actual manor. So she's on the 4th floor. Oh, I'm sorry. Baron is on the 3rd floor. Yes. I'm confusing people.
Yeah, because he took over the Gosnock estate and they were 3rd floor.
Correct. Yeah, so she's 4th floor. Baron's 3rd floor. Okay. So what's the plan for this gun-ish type thing you're trying to figure out?
Like, what do I want it to do? All right. Well, I've got
what
got
is your
two
end result we're
ideas.
going for here?
I've got 2 ideas. One is basically just a cartridge-based grenade launcher type thing, or the other one is I want to modify the crossbow I have to sling explosive discs or really anything that any sort of payload that I can imagine. I know that I probably couldn't get good, like whatever the distance on it is right now is probably like 80 feet, 120.
What would be your preference long term? We could probably work with both because you're
I would
basically
love
trying to
to
make a
put it-
delivery system and then projectiles separately, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like having the crossbow would mean I could probably make some like more like stuff off the fly for it, whereas the other one would definitely be something I would have to like spend time to craft shells for it to fire.
Yeah, the only thing I could really think of that would be a downside if you do something with a crossbow with a bolt, it makes the delivery a little bit more difficult depending on what you're shooting. If it's not too heavy or like lopsided, it'd be a little bit easier. It'd be a shorter range.
That doesn't have to be stapled to a bolt. I'm just saying, crossbows fling things pretty good.
Oh, I gotcha. So like using the mechanics of a crossbow to like make some sort of a projectile. I got it.
Rather than his weak goblin arms.
My weak goblin arms. What's my -1 to strength, I assume? I have 10 in strength. All right, I'm not -1.
You're stronger than Dennis.
So we're basically making a hybrid between kind of like a wrist rocket and a heavy crossbow.
Well, if we go the crossbow route, absolutely. I mean,
I'm open to any ideas. You're a very smart character, and you're not using like gunpowder type things, so it's much easier to do things with. Might be able to figure out gunpowder. You got to find some friends that dabble in gunpowder.
Almost like you're walking to one right now.
like a mortar would be pretty cool. And I'm just full of ideas.
weapon thing, that's a pretty cool idea. Like, what kind of, so if you would need to work on the device, which would be incredibly hard to do, especially if you find some help. Like, what kind of projectiles would you want to try to prepare for the event? Because that would be kind of your only
Obviously, I gotta
potential issue.
Gotta have some smoke grenades. I gotta have just stock things that go boom. If I could make any sort of magical payload, that'd be pretty awesome. This is where I start feel like I'm straight up leaning into like artificer territory, where if I just like magical payload strapped
So
to my
what I would
grenade.
say, but keep in mind, there's ways around these things. So I'll come up with a role for you to work on, because that can kind of be like your project that you work on the device itself to fire. But when it comes to projectiles, smoke bomb, you could probably figure out. You have some of Draven's old smoke bomb, so you can kind of like use that as a reference for making your own. So that wouldn't be too bad. If you want to try to make something else, you could always try to work with one of your party members as well.
Yeah.
Depending. So, they may be able to do things, or you could shoot things that are useful. I'm trying to think what would be.
If I had something that shot like I would say entangling roots would be more complicated, but
potentially figure something out or work with
Yeah.
people. It'd be hard to schedule anything with Hedge, but when you catch him, you could potentially ask him to enchant a seed or something for you. It's not too far-fetched.
yes.
This shit's gonna get crazy. The rule of cool factor gets dialed up a little bit for you guys as we head in. You'll need it. So our intent was to ask Tanya for that.
Yeah. I've also got this goofy robot head thing that I'm looking for ideas of what to do with it.
So you guys head over to the hotel they're staying at?
Yeah.
I need to look up the name. You've stayed here before. I was trying to remember. We came here somewhere around the time that we were in our last arc on Friday. It was like the really, really. It was like the 10 platinum a night hotel.
The
That's where
fancy
they're-
one.
Yeah, that's where they're at right now. All right, so you go to the hotel. It's very fancy. You get a couple of looks on your way in here, but there's a lot of strange people walking around town for the competition. Anyways, speaking of strange people walking around for the competition, Goblin. Oh wait, who you pick someone new to roll a D100, or is that only once we go inside?
What do you mean?
I thought one of you was now in charge of D100s, and one of you was
I am the assigner of 100.
I have delegated dice duty to Dennis.
Yes.
Dennis.
I think she should be the first one to roll.
Pick away.
Anyone?
Your
Or between
choice.
them two?
You have the power. You
I'll
get to
do it.
choose.
Unless you want chat to do it.
Go ahead, Oak.
Okay. You asked for it.
I sure did.
We're gonna
Actually,
keep
you
it in the
asked
middle,
for it, but
middle high.
Immediate change. Just something to know. All right. So you guys get to their hotel. Those of you who decide to go.
I think it's just me and Goblin.
I believe so.
Yeah, we're cool with that.
Do I see his mansion door on any of the walls by chance?
Technically, it is an invisible door unless shown to you, but because you would have seen it so many times, roll an Arcana check. Oh, astute.
See, I know it's here somewhere, but
You picked up so much growing up in a family of wizards and arcane people.
it's gotta be here somewhere.
You like walked through it 8 times. No, but it is a nice place. They could just be like in their rooms. Probably not for him, but you know.
What are you looking for?
I'll call him again. Bidding, bidding.
Takes a little bit longer to pick up this time.
Will he come downstairs?
You see like this window curtain kind of go to the side. Oh, great. You're right there.
He seems really excited.
He starts. It'll take him a few minutes to get there, but he'll get there. However, while you're here, I'm gonna need Goblin to roll a D100 on this one.
No, not the Slayers.
$15's pretty low. It's not like a 3 or a 5, but you know.
Roll a perception check.
Fuck, I'm bad at those.
Oh man, I believe in you. I believe in you.
Perception.
We're fast to see this happen.
Pog.
Oh, not you, Kerfer.
Oh.
Kerfer.
What?
Can that be curse roll?
Can that be my roll?
Right, because you're that perceptive.
I want his roll instead.
I'm sure you do. Kerfer, roll a D100 for me if you don't mind.
I do mind, but I'll roll it anyways.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and remove 20 gold pieces from your inventory.
Oh,
You got robbed,
you
sucker.
little goober.
And that was the last day Curzon was standing.
Cut to a day later, and it's like a double-sized super Kerf again. Sorry.
Dennis
You just got-
Ordella and myself are going to come back to town and just see a smoldering ruin.
Well, now what I did, it doesn't seem that dangerous.
You just got quick-linked, my friends. All right. So after that, you kind of come down, and Strix kind of walks out. He's got like his little hood up because he's obviously too cool to have his face out and about.
Relatable.
Hi.
Hi.
Were you still sleeping?
Yeah, it was a long night, but busy.
Well, do you
Oh.
have a little time to spare?
You know my theories on time and relativity.
Oh, come on. My friend Goblin here would like to talk to Submarine Lady Tanya. Is she around?
Huh. I think she said she had like a lab space she was working out of somewhere in here.
Ooh.
Apparently, the hotel didn't have one. I guess she was helping her dad on some sort of a project and needed a larger space.
I wonder if
I don't
it's
know
the
why-
submarine still.
I'm not really sure what that is, but
It was a really cool, like, water device.
like big metal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, she lugged it up here.
By
Is she
herself?
gonna bring it in?
That would be impossible. She's kind of. She's not happy unless she can kind of scratch an itch. If you get where I'm going. Sometimes she just needs to work on things in the middle of the night. It keeps her focused. But yeah, I don't know where the space is, but she's around here somewhere. I wouldn't imagine it'd be too far from here. I was actually surprised to see you guys made it on the roster when I saw the kobolds had registered.
Yeah, that was a bit of an issue.
Golden Perch, huh?
Yeah.
You're just making all kinds of friends today, aren't you?
Listen, it wasn't ideal. There was a team behind us, and it was this or don't make it, basically.
Well, I thought we had a third option.
Oh,
No. That's what I'm here to talk about. Strix, buddy.
huh?
Did you know Greymarch was here?
Not specifically. He's holding something in his hand too, by the way. It's a piece of paper.
Are you-
That's interesting. That's
What,
kind of
what's that?
Oh, it's a newspaper.
Oh.
He hands it to you. You're on it.
Oh.
And it just says, the dragon's return. And it's just a giant picture of you in an article about some heir of the Golden Perch appearing for the competition.
I look cool as hell. Yeah, no, I don't think this is going to turn out super well for us, but it should be fun at least. This is a great picture. Can I keep this?
Oh yes, I got several copies.
Dennis said that you were there last night?
There where?
Up on the mountain with the bread gang? You know what? It doesn't matter.
With Cookie.
I need to ask you some questions about Greymarch.
Yeah.
Do you know
No.
about Greymarch, right?
About everything.
Okay,
To
yeah,
an
sure, of
extent.
course. We need to talk. Goblin, do you want to go look for Tanya?
Tanya!
Will we have a word?
He's
Tanya,
already
where are
gone.
you?
Yeah, he'll figure it out.
Oh,
He's doing great.
Actually, here, my friend,
no.
Nixie! And you just watch this little white cat appear out of nothing. Would you be a pal and help my friend here find Tanya? Kind of looks up, looks at the goblin. Excellent.
Did it
Nixie,
meow at me?
It did meow. He'll
Oh,
kind of
meow
lean
back.
down towards you as well, Goblin. Just as a word of advice, if you get too close, I just wouldn't make any sudden movements. No one wants to lose fingers before going into a competition, just pats you on the back and then walks off towards Curve.
Okay.
Bye, Goblin. Have fun.
Meow.
It kind of jingles the little bell on its neck to try to get you to follow it.
I will follow.
And it starts leading you off. All right, so while you follow the cat.
Yep.
What do you need, Curve?
Can we use your interrogation room for a moment?
For what?
I want to talk without people around.
Oh, yeah. And he'll make his little interrogation door.
Awesome.
Kind of weird without someone to torture in here, but sure.
A torture?
Interrogate. Sorry.
You torturing people? No, I don't want to know. Open the door. Is there still like a chair in the middle?
You could call it a chair, I suppose.
I sit in the chair. I kind of like cross my arms.
No, don't touch that.
What? Why? You made me sit in
Alright,
the chair
well,
last time.
What did you need?
Okay. We got some information I thought you might find valuable about the Delve. I don't know if you care too much about that, but I'm more concerned about Greymarch. You know already. Did you know they sent us a letter?
I said I didn't know.
You didn't know? Okay. Wonderful. Well, they sent us a letter. It was quite troubling. They apparently claim that Tristan is their kin. It was from his mother, allegedly, or an aunt or something. I don't remember. But they're here, and I'm
You've told them
freaking
about
out.
this already.
I don't think I have.
I thought you talked to him about this already. I was fairly certain. Or was it Leah? You talked to someone about Grey March.
I don't... I know I didn't talk to Strix about it. I think I might have briefly mentioned it to Leah, but...
Gotcha. And he didn't know that they're here for the competition. He does know about them in general.
Yeah. I don't know what to do if they approach us. I'm freaking out.
Well, you found the letter, right? They didn't actually send it to you.
No. It was handed to us by a man named Sykes, who was stalking us for a little while.
But I thought it was addressed to like a different person, not
It
you.
was addressed to Tristan.
Mm.
They say
You get
he
your
is
letter
their
out.
rightful heir. It's not addressed to Tristan?
Nope. It was addressed to someone very specific.
Goblin.
Goblin.
It was to the people who were hired to find Tristan. To the Father of Favors. From Lady Alicia Dreadwin. House Dreadwin, Blackspire Keep, Kingdom of
I
Grey
stand
March.
corrected. I will share this instead.
He already knew. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's like you didn't even have to tell. Like he wrote the letter himself.
Awesome.
Careful, Kerf. Be careful. Huh. Maybe they won't recognize you. Did you see them? Or they were just behind you in line?
They were behind us in line.
Managed to see any of them? Like, they look like Tristan?
There was, I believe, a dwarf. A couple other ones. I don't know. You know, we almost signed up as them. Dennis was really convinced it would work.
Very ballsy move.
Extremely.
Just didn't vote. Although that makes sense now that I think about it.
Did,
Impressive that your blood would have come up that way.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know about any of that. Did you know? Did Mother kidnap him from this city?
Roll an insight check, Kerf. A little sister insight check.
So advantage?
Does she get advantage? Ugh, I don't like that it doesn't stay in the chat box.
You get advantage on this.
Awesome.
Because your big brother would never lie to you.
Never ever. One better.
Yeah, fair.
One better can make a difference.
Here comes the definitely not lying rule.
Believe it or not, charisma-based skills are not my best.
You're about as sweaty as Dennis.
I honestly don't know. Don't. Was older. I mean, she's a few years older than me. He was already with her when I came to live with her. I don't actually think. I'm pretty sure. And he starts to like almost go into saying something, and then he doesn't like continue on and like veers off into a different conversation.
I'm looking at him very, very judgmentally.
What? It's like I rolled a 9 or something. Why do you look at me this way? Like, what's your arcana? Yeah, like 70. What's your charisma? 2.
It's a number.
I don't see how that's relevant to our current conversation.
It's okay if there's stuff you can't tell us.
Well, you see, one of the sources of your genetic makeup, we'll call it, used to be a friend of Mother's. A long time ago. I believe
We're
it
not
was...
talking about that. I don't care about that.
Shh. I believe... You know what? He's gonna flick his hand and the chair you're sitting in, like the restraints flick on you.
Oh, haha. Okay, sure. Change the subject. Go on.
The mouth one.
Oh, so he does interrogations in this room. Got it.
I
Questions are not
believe
for him.
he gave Tristan to Mother. In fact, I believe he had actually given the cabin we grew up in to Mother, where we built the Wyveride around us. But I don't know. I never met him. But as far as I know, that is how Mother and Father came to have Tristan, at least. I don't think Mother kidnapped him. Mother would steal something, but never kidnap anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. It'll unflick the restraints.
What do you use this? Who are you interrogating in here?
We washed the restraints.
I would hope so.
Do you watch the room?
It's like a new conjuration every time. Like a disposable interrogation room. All right.
So,
New question.
okay. Whoever that was. You know, Goblin did say there was a weird man in my head.
Not sure how we got to Weird Man in your head, but...
Well, you said Mother knew someone before, genetic makeup, that sort of stuff. There's a weird man in me. No, this isn't about me. I'm getting off topic. So he's probably from there. They're probably his real family.
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, they're taking claim to him.
That could just be a really old letter.
I met a very strange man named Sykes who had a lot of very strange things to say, and I don't know. I think some of it might have been true.
Thanks, that name sounds familiar.
You should watch out for him. He's weird.
Oh, that's right. I saw you in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna do some of the events. Should be fun.
Very brave of you.
Pretty stupid, if anything.
Yeah, isn't that's right? And he points at the thing right there. Sykes' name is in the tournament list too.
I take a moment, crush up the paper. I go to throw it. I stop myself. I unroll the
That was
unroll the
that
paper.
was mine.
Why is everybody here?
What do you mean? Why is everybody here?
I wanted to. I don't know. We have a lot of enemies. We pissed off a lot of people, and do you want to compare notes, and then I can go find Goblin?
What kind of notes?
Okay, I'm gonna give him the recap of Dennis's date last night and what they got up to, and I'm gonna tell him all about the first layer.
You're
and the
going to
desert.
tell the guy who's crushing on Ardella that I went on a date with Ardella?
Oh yeah, I'll tell
Uh-huh.
us in our group.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, definitely tell him.
Everything. He gets everything.
I'm going to die.
In fact, I
And
think
it's not
you're
even
right.
my fault
Oh.
this time.
So
As
he's
as we
entering the
speak,
race
I think
now.
No,
they're
it
going
went-
for a
it
private
went-
magic lesson.
Really poorly. Like she was crying after. I felt terribly.
Oh no!
I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm living
Pick one for your
strangled
next
in my sleep
character.
by my own blanket.
He's just like very intently listening to like every word you say right now.
Oh yeah. No, she
You're
looked gorgeous
crying?
though. She was.
So
Yeah, no,
hey,
she.
hey Dennis, who's your new character?
You know how she is.
Um,
She's. a
I
bit of
don't think I get to make a new character after this.
Oh, you're going to the interrogation room.
Oh god.
Or
No,
why?
she was gorgeous. You know how she is though. She's a bit of a loner sometimes, and I wanted it to go well so badly, but Dennis is just such a ham, and it should be fine. Though we'll do a girls' night.
It would be a
tonight,
really
have some
bad
fun.
match, anyways. You're right, Curve.
No, they were terrible together. It was mostly Dennis's fault.
I'm sure.
Well, it was partly our fault too, but
I doubt.
mostly Dennis's fault.
You could be a real life anxiety spike.
But yeah, that's all the information we have as of now. It was pretty good. All the deserty stuff, watering holes. But though you're not worried about that. You can do your magic-y stuff.
Well, just because I can do magic-y stuff doesn't mean that I don't have to worry about anything.
In fact, I think they're doing. They're off doing magic right now.
Oh, my guild's just here.
Also, are you
Yeah.
going by a different name in your guild?
Why do you ask?
Because Tanya called you Ardead.
Oh, it's just a pseudonym.
Fancy.
Avoids too many questions. Not having a surname comes in handy as well. When needed. Besides, I kind of took this one out of Mom's book. You've seen Mother transform.
I suppose that is not a terrible idea.
He'll actually transform for you, and he looks like he's like maybe mid-30s.
Oh,
And then he
dear.
goes back to his normal late teen, early 20s looks. Actually, no, I would be... Tristan is what, 26, 28 right now?
Yeah.
So I'm 3 years younger than Tristan, I think is what it was.
24, 25?
Yeah.
Just so weird. Can you teach me how to do that? I want to be people.
Peopleful.
Yeah.
People are just normal.
Yeah.
You're way better than normal.
Well, yeah, but like, if I ever want to not look, I don't know, like a dragon. Like people, you know? All dragons have a mortal disguise. It's good to be humble.
He kind of smiles a little bit in the back of his head because he actually knows what you don't know. For Ardella. That they do. I mean, it's not impossible. What would you even want to turn into?
I don't know.
He'll
Like a
kind of
fish.
give you a paper.
Like a human, I guess.
Why don't you draw a picture of what you imagine you'd want to look like? And maybe I can come up with something short term to allow you to try it out temporarily. But if it were something you liked, it potentially, could enchant something, I suppose. If it's important to you. And he looks a little bit concerned, and he leans heavily into this, whether this is what he thinks or not. I know there's, especially with recent declarations, there are definitely a lot of people about that your looks will draw much attention to.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. We got roomed with what's their goddamn name? Alamar. Hates my guts. Really
He just
funny.
kind of giggles.
No. I if it's possible, I'd like to look like my siblings for once.
Overrated.
That would
We
be
don't
nice.
even look the same.
Whatever.
I have white hair. He has black hair.
I'll do like grey hair, be in the middle.
We're both pale. So, I mean, we got pale down, I guess. I guess he's not that pale. Pale-ish.
Be like a litter of kittens running out of ink. Okay, I'll get out of your hair. Unless you have any fun delve information you'd like to share.
Let's see. I mean, you've seen the tournament chart. Have you met any of these people before?
We had a brief encounter with the cat group. They drugged Tristan. That was very funny. He turned yellow.
Did you take a picture?
God, I don't think I took a picture. I think Peter had just died, so we ran off. So I saw you got a picture of me. That's a good picture.
It was.
So he does admit being there.
There's already proof that I was. I never didn't answer. I never lied. I just never answered. There's a difference. Like I remember Sykes. No, of Swift. I've never had the unfortunate pleasure of meeting him.
Complete asshole. I would avoid him.
I've met members of the Longgrove family. I don't know if I've met Corn before. Obviously, I've met my guild members. Not really familiar with any of the House of Moore. I got really confused for a minute when I saw there was a Tristan. But apparently there's two Tristans.
It's a fair common name.
Yeah.
If you're stupid.
You're stupid, yeah.
I've heard of more than Graveshade. Holy Night, right?
Hold on, let me get out my spreadsheet. Graveshade?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Are the brackets up for the tournament yet? Like, do we know who we're up against?
I posted
Yes.
noon today in chat.
I'm saying, like, in character, though.
Yeah.
In character.
Yeah, it's up.
Okay, yeah. Any info on him would be great.
Because your team basically got put in, but at this point, everyone's kind of already nominated their person. And then you also know off the spreadsheet, or I mean, you guys have matching spreadsheets to what I have, but you know drop location number for everybody, because people bet on these numbers too. Threat assessment level, and then offensive and defensive assessment levels. And then like where they're from and the shit like that. But oh, and you also get to see what they were ranked.
God, your numbers are so bad, but how did you rank higher than us? I don't get it.
Still think it's fixed. But just be careful in your fight. Honestly, I'd be surprised if he didn't try to kill you.
Yeah.
They really don't like dragons, Griff.
I've been told. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Thanks for talking.
Make sure you guys take care of yourselves too. Are you going to the race?
Ardella wanted to do girls' night, but I think Mr. Tristan is going to be running.
Oh, that's fun. We don't expect to really win, but 3 of them are going to try anyways.
Yeah, Dennis's brother is allegedly probably going to win.
Our quicklings are going to try.
Good luck to them.
But it's stealing things, not so great. I've seen some potentially very fast people, and a very fast kobold, I might mention.
Did you see him? My God.
The hell did he do to them?
They all got powers, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. I had to watch them for like 5 days.
That should
Freaking
be fun.
insane.
Who's the 10th member? Who the hell is Jambo?
Oh,
I
I'm
have so many questions.
curious too. I haven't actually seen them. I have no idea where they're staying.
I think they're avoiding me.
Well, if you find out where they're staying, make sure you let me know.
Of course.
And then you hear an explosion off in the distance.
Oh dear.
I don't see Jambo in here. In the brackets.
Jambo is
they're
not
not-
participating.
So out of the teams, and it's more of I don't remember what I was doing when I made this sheet, but I was like, I got the format set up and I was like, oh, look, it's so pretty. And then I realized like this morning that there's 4 teams technically missing off the sheet.
Well, I don't want to redo
Fine,
my
just roll
work.
with it.
I was going
Everyone
through it because I was
participate.
picking out all the champions for each team, and I was like, okay. And I was like, wait a minute. They're not here. They're not here either. Oh. So yes, 5 teams not competing. The Bards are not competing.
Which is fair.
The Slayers are not competing. The Pride of the Thunderfang are not competing. The Vanguards of the North, which is the Falkirk team, are not competing. And then Jambo Gate, obviously, not competing.
Jambo Gate.
That's the Kobolds.
Yeah, I was looking for him. Like I thought I knew which team they were. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
All right. So, about this time, you find, as you hear that explosion, and Goblin finds a very familiar friend working on a submarine in the middle of a mountain where there's no water nearby.
Well, we got to make sure it runs.
Yeah, she's just currently like working underneath of it.
I'll knock on the side of it.
Clang falls on the
Kind of roll. What have you done? Just kind of roll out. Hi. Help you? Kind of like, dust off the goggles for a second. Oh, hey, I remember you. How's it going?
It's good. I was wondering if you might be able to help me.
Maybe with what?
I would like to get some of my ideas out into the real world.
Hey, and then what?
I would like them to sow destruction on my enemies.
What did you have in mind?
Well, I got an idea for this cartridge based tube that would deliver either an explosive payload or maybe even magical payloads if I could get that whole thing sorted out. And like I wanted to modify my crossbow so that it might be able to sling these explosive discs or these smoke bombs or anything else I can come up with.
Kind of sit there and start looking at like the materials you have. Tube thing might be a little bit more difficult to figure out and more expensive, but I mean we can basically get your crossbow to shoot almost anything. Did you have any? You said like a disc. Do you have a disc, or
I think I have at least one or two.
you probably have a disc?
I
I'd say.
think he gave them to me, and I just never got a chance to use it.
Well, he gave you the belt, but you gave the belt back. But you probably had like a disc. You probably put a little, little farewell.
One for the road.
He doesn't know you didn't use it.
It's like I'm surprised at the amount of stuff that is still on the belt.
I could probably get that to work.
I also have this golden robot head that I'm not quite sure what to do with. Although I don't think I have that on me because that thing's big, right?
And heavy.
It's heavy too, yeah.
Yeah, I have this gigantic construct head that was off of some. How tall was this fucking thing? 15 feet?
Yeah.
It's
I have a
pretty big one.
15-foot tall construct head, like some sort of solar construct.
Now that sounds entertaining. You should bring it by. We could take a look at it, crack it open.
I might need like a little like cart with wheels on it.
Would
to
I
get
have it? Is it in the bag?
I don't think I can get it in your bag. I think it's a big ass head.
I can send Rosie to pick it up.
Sure.
Perfect. I'll have her come by sometime this evening.
Perfect.
I can sew, and she looks, because you have the one disc. So you just have the one, I assume, then, yeah?
I mean, yeah.
You make more? Where'd you get this one?
A friend let me borrow it.
I don't suppose your friend has more, does he?
My friend's not really nearby.
That does make it harder to get more.
I mean,
Let me play with it a little bit. Yeah, I'll send her pick up the head too.
can I hang out? Can I watch? Can I
Sure.
participate?
So she'll start messing around with the modification. She gets done very quickly. Easy enough to kind of sit there. It actually gets a pretty decent distance improvement. She puts like a double banded system in. So as she's like retightening and putting this up, she's kind of looking at the projectile. Huh. Weird shape, but
It's the only one I got. I mean, we could maybe remake it so that it's not a disc and it would probably fly better.
the design that goes into this, but without being able to put magic into something like this, they don't use like actual explosive. They use magic-based explosives.
Why?
Makes it easier to deliver. They
I mean,
weigh
not
less.
easier to deliver, but you know, who's got the time for all the magic, like all the ammunition.
Not necessarily super complicated. The nice part is you can make this type of ammunition depending on what you're trying to store inside of it, and you could potentially enchant it with multiple things. But you also have to be pretty adept in enchanting things.
I haven't quite gotten that far yet.
Well, if you want, and she kind of looks,
Yes.
it's kind of based off a design that Leah built in captivity. It would probably, in materials for the gem is what costs a little bit more to enchant it, would take... How many do you want to make?
How many can I make?
With the time that she would have available to spare with you outside of the things she needs to do, she could probably make you like up to 5 different projectiles.
Well, I mean, I think I'd like that very much.
Sure. So, for each of those, it would probably cost you like... It depends on what kind of spells. You could get people to enchant into the gem for it, but it's depending on what you want to put inside. Like, we can build cheaper level 1 ones that cost a little bit less, but the higher you go, the more they cost. So, like, it might cost you 50 gold for a first level, but it might cost you 100 gold for a third level.
Okay. I have 137 platinum to my name.
Well, you could definitely afford to buy whatever you wanted. So you could buy... I mean, she probably couldn't make you anything over level 3 anyways. But if you want, you could spend 500 gold and get 5 level 3 spells, or level 3 strength spells.
I mean, well, how could I say no?
Fireball.
Shush!
Right, so mark off 50 platinum.
50p. 50p straight in the trash.
It will take her time to make them, so you'll probably have them ready in a couple of days. Like by the time she's done looking at the head too. But yeah, so you have ones that can hold up to level 3 slot.
I need to learn how to do this.
Tanya knows how to do it a little bit too. I don't know if I have Tanya start. Let's import Tanya, shall we? It's been a while.
Oh no.
I stand Tanya.
None of it will be spelled correctly, but it should be there.
Oh god.
I gotta shoot Dark a message sometime soon too. It's been a while. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so Goblin.
Yes.
At my disposal for your items. Can do we could try to do Fireball.
Well, we're gonna try and do Fireball.
So things that I could do that might work, because they're projectile based. Fireball, potentially I could make work. Level 2s, which would work in yours, but they would be a higher level gem than needed. Enlarge reduce, that could be interesting. Heat metal, that might be hard to kind of pull off though, without being able to actually control the spell. Maybe Scorching wouldn't work that much. Shatter, that could be fun. And then for her first levels, potentially Underwave. Yeah, she doesn't have a whole lot of super cool options.
So Fireball, Shatter. Anything?
Underwave.
Thunderwave would be good. I can see Thunderwave.
It would cast at a 3rd level too.
I think I'm okay with that.
These spells are stronger than anything Dennis could do right now.
That'd be 3 of your 5. You could have any of your people put it in. She's a little bit better at doing it, but like you could have Dennis put a spell into one.
I could put a smite in one.
Can't put a smite in one.
Why not?
I mean, I guess I could take like 2 blank ones. Just for whatever.
Oh, hold on. Could I put any of my weird spells in there?
Potentially, depending on what they are.
I got Solitary Fireball, which just isn't as good as regular Fireball. Or Entomb in Ice. Could that work?
Ice Trap.
Do you want me to share the spell?
Well, we don't need to yet. It's going to take her time to make them, so he's still got time to think about it.
I could possibly give you Hunter's Mark.
That would be silly.
It'd be
Not
disgusting.
really projectile based.
Things that require concentration would be a little bit difficult because the link that it would establish between you isn't kind of there to some extent, depending what it is.
It could be just a extra D6 arrow. But for Goblin, it's a 2D6.
Also, Kerf, do 100 in tower. I forgot I was clicking on something.
Getting jumped.
You're getting bullied in the streets of Alamar.
I'm alone in the city.
Alone in the city.
All by myself.
All by.
There's no way Strix ditched me, right?
You left.
He wouldn't walk me there?
I don't know where she is.
I don't
You
know
don't know
either.
where she is either.
You just heard the explosion and you started walking. It is a good Tanya indicator, though. Fine, I'll
You
walk.
didn't come with me. You didn't come with me.
You big chicken.
I'm a got a target in my back. I'm in danger.
Who put that target there?
Me.
You literally walked in front of the class, taped a kick me sign to your back, and said, "Who did this to me?"
So what do you think about the first area being a desert? Pretty crazy,
Well,
right?
I'm excited. We were in a jungle for a long time. That was a little miserable, but I'm looking forward to the heat.
Be nice to kind of prepare in advance.
Yeah, a lot of cold weather tribes probably will not have a great time.
The way Mother described it, resources are going to be very sparse.
And the fact that we can't bring water in is a little troublesome.
It's at this point you realize that Mom told him, but not you two.
What the hell?
We had to steal a book to find out.
Wait. What do you mean you knew already?
Oh, Mom didn't tell you?
What?
Yeah, I guess someone stopped by and visited and told her about it.
Oh, is that why Theris stopped by? Mr. Moore. I don't know what he's called. Really, she told you but not us. She knew we were confusing. This is favoritism.
Or registered at the time.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Kerf.
Absolute favoritism.
You just... Alright, so as we catch back up to them for the two of you, you find Goblin nerding out watching her building the things, talking about the different things you could enchant into these projectiles.
Goblin?
Yes.
I take it it's going well.
Yeah, huh?
Wonderful.
Tanya knows lots of stuff.
He's not wrong.
Can I help on the submarine?
It's a little bit finicky, but maybe next time.
Okay.
Trying to
Thank
get
you
it
for
so
helping out.
to fit more people in it. And you see there's like a couple of seats on the ground outside. Or at least when you were there.
How many people does it fit currently?
Right now about 4. Kind of move some things around, make it a little bit more use of the space. If I could get like 7 in there, I would be good.
Are you
No
gonna
specific
bring it
reason
in?
whatsoever.
Are you gonna bring it in?
That would be silly. That would be like an impossible feat.
Oh, of course.
Besides, there's no dimensional spaces.
I mean, unless you had some sort of caster that could maybe shrink it to a more reasonable size. Yeah, that just simply wouldn't work.
Just kind of smiles at you. So yeah, a couple days. I probably have it figured out. I gotta build a couple other things too for some other people. And I gotta fix Wart's suspenders.
Keeping quite busy.
It's a lot to take in. Someone's gotta keep these people in line.
Thank you for squeezing us in. Goblin, I suppose
Right.
when you're wrapped up, we'll maybe pick up my shield on the way back.
Yeah, I guess we can.
Alright. I will
Alright,
hang
so
out
you
with
gotta
them
pick
until
up
they're done.
your. It's just a +1 shield, I think, right?
Yup.
Yep. You grab your shield.
Yay. I go to count my money. I'm 20 gold short. I start blasting.
I
I'm just
can
kidding.
give you some money.
No. I'm
Poor,
I'm
I
missing
know.
20 gold. No, I'm not. What?
What?
Very troubled by this.
They made your shiny pile smaller?
My shiny pile got smaller. Quite troubling.
I think we should spend at least 8 hours on this.
Absolutely. You know what? We should spend the rest of the session hunting down my 20 gold.
I mean, it's very important.
This very moment, the laser beam from across the other side of the mountain from outside shoots through the town, hits Kerfer in the head.
Why'd you distract me? You made me point down.
Oh my
Target's
God.
over there.
All right, so as you guys get the shield in return, Team Laser Beam, what are we doing?
I'm shooting it off into the sky to demonstrate what, and to do that, I can only do it at that force. I have no idea how to make it smaller. Do you have any ideas?
To what charge level do you attempt to hold this to? I believe so, Curve, yeah.
Cool.
Ernest?
I know. I am debating how reckless he is right now. Because he basically, you know what? He invited a stranger out. He's like Because being weird, I think I would go for level 3.
Sure. I mean, technically, a stranger invited you out, but
No, this time I reversed it.
all right. So let's
So-
see.
So, as looks like there's nothing out that way. Plant my feet kind of like, okay, that'll probably be good. I'm gonna unsheath my sword, and I'm going to draw a little sun just like in front of me with the glow stick magic, and then I'm gonna put the first ring around it, and I'm gonna start on the second one.
All right. The first one is what your sword can take, so you don't have to roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
So as you charge to the second level, roll a d100.
Oof.
It's a good example, though.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to go, you sit there, and then you watch as the front third of it just kind of and falls to the ground.
See what I mean? It's really stressful in my gear, and I'm gonna pick up the tip of my sword, and you can now see how many times it's been remended together as I go to mend it back on.
Yeah, you definitely need to do something. I don't think that material is durable enough.
No, I've got Baron
Maybe
working on
if
something
you're-
already.
Maybe if you're to have something help better channel it along the blade. If it keeps breaking here, maybe there's something wrong with this spot.
Oh, probably all the times I had to fix it, and it's like it's just. It's definitely more of a smithing issue, and I'm hoping Baron will be able to help with that, but.
Try using a wand for it?
No, I
Why
can't.
is
I
that?
can't use a wand for this. Like, look, and I'll pull out my wand of magic missile, and I'll try to do my drawing magic. See, it just
Doesn't work.
it doesn't show up unless it's, and then I'm gonna pull out my sword and draw it again, unless it's like a really, really weird and awkward specific distance from me.
Yeah, well, I think your first step is getting something strong enough to use as a focus.
Which I've already solved.
Yeah, well, until we get that, we still need it in our hands.
I guess this is a bit of a long shot idea. So he's gonna kind of take the sword while they're talking about that and begin trying to like magically etch in some focus runes. Something to just kind of help the stream of magic.
What are you gonna do this with?
Without actually etching them into the blade, probably just prestidigitation to get the runes onto the sword to help try and channel the magic flow, or the flow of the magic.
Sure, you can try. But unfortunately, we can put runes and things, but we need to actually reinforce it. So without like something of significant strength, still not quite strong enough. But if Baron can create it, it can probably handle that. At least up to the current level you can do.
Said it just has to be a certain distance away from you?
Something like that. It's really vague in the instructions I say as I'm turning pages in my book. Yeah, right here I'm gonna show it to Zoe of like, I assume there's a page with all the details on like the needle sword.
Uh-huh. This is visible to me, correct? Or is this one invisible?
For you, you'd probably be able to see it.
Alright, she's gonna read through the instructions and specify that it has to use a sword.
Or just like specific instructions for the type of length and material and things it needs to be.
Yeah. You know, a rod might work. Like a metal rod?
Maybe. But then I wouldn't be able to use a shield though.
Why not?
2 hands, right?
No?
You can hold one of those with 1 hand.
I mean, you can hold a staff with 1 hand.
That. This is a Dennis is weak joke.
No. Don't see why you couldn't.
Heavy?
I don't think it would be too heavy. At least not much more heavy than your sword.
No, the sword's. Have you held? The sword's like less than a pound. I don't like that I can hear dice rolling in the background.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really stressed out with Leah's training regimen because I was being yelled at by her for not following math correctly. I was being yelled at for Percival for listening to math. So I don't know. I didn't have time to whittle this, to like perfect this down to something that would just work without needing me to put all the effort in, because
It's still day, right?
yeah.
You're in a mountain, but yeah.
Well, we're outside of the mountain, right? That's where we went to practice?
If you remain on the ledge, yeah. But yeah, I would say by the time you get out there, it's like, 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Before Kerf gets in with a laser beam.
Yeah.
Counting down the minutes till I get laser beamed.
Did you ever just try to put less energy into it and get more used to it? Like not holding onto it for so long?
Kind of, but then whenever I drew the symbol again, it was just really dim and it didn't. Okay. I'm going to do it at level 1.
It's not a spell level. Because it's an ultimate.
Yeah, but I'll do it at a level 1 charge.
They don't work that way.
Oh, okay, so if I go to draw it again, it's just not going to work?
So basically, she's just trying to say you need to find a way to use it in a lesser type capacity to not put as much strain on it.
Yeah,
You could potentially try to convert it into different things, but you might want to start at a lower level.
I've kind of, but it just hasn't been clicking, which is why I'm asking for help.
Good idea. What if you use 3 swords?
I don't have 3 swords.
No, this makes sense. We need to spend at least a good day trying to find an extra sword to put in his mouth.
But
Hold them
how
all
would it verbalize spells?
together.
Yeah, I mean, you speak from your mouth. It's right directly connected. It would be perfect.
what?
I was thinking, what if he just holds them really close together? Maybe each blade will help channel the magic separately, reducing the strain on all of them.
He only has 1 sword.
Wait, hold
What
on.
if he had
Wait.
2 more?
No, hold on. She might be onto something. Kalsto.
Mhm.
We've said that my twin spell is kind of like me using two different versions of myself to make that happen. Can I try to use that concept to give myself like a second sword to try and focus this? Like get two of me to focus on
Hey,
it at the
still
same
my
time.
shtick.
Just use your clone to Rasengan this. Duh.
Exact.
Oh yeah, hold on, that's even easier. You might be onto something. I'm gonna manifest my echo, and instead of having him pull out the axe, I'm gonna manifest him with my rapier. Okay, so 2 swords, right? Okay, maybe this will work. Can I try to cast my ultimate with the aid of my echo?
I mean, you can certainly try.
Yeah, I'd like to try, please.
Oh, that smile. I love it.
So the only downside is it doesn't channel from your echo, and you can't technically hold his sword.
Oh.
So how do you want to try? Like,
They need to cross swords.
if you were
Oh.
Solomon, you could turn him into the sword itself.
Hmm. Well, I think this is more to help him visualize the original concept I said of like using like 2 versions of me that are like slightly offset to focus on the same thing.
It's kind of more of like an overlapping type thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to overlap with myself to essentially get 2 Dennises to focus on one spell.
It's less about the focus that's so much the issue in many regards. It's still the amount of energy and buildup going into the item.
Well,
Because
that's kind of
it's
what
a
Zoe's,
very low quality.
Zoe's proposing that instead of having it concentrate through a singular item, that it concentrate through multiple items.
No, we get that, but I'm just saying the Echo Sword wouldn't facilitate that for him.
Okay.
Because it's not coming from the Echo, and he can't interface with the Echo Sword.
Hey, thank you for the raid, Obi. Appreciate it.
Here, this might be a bit weird, but she's gonna pull out some of her knives, and I suppose, worst case scenario, she'll tie them to the sword.
Hey.
Duct tape.
Oh, okay. I don't
You can
think
try and
that's
hold them, but if they need to be around this point, then I don't know if these would be long enough.
Can I even draw with a knife duct tape to my sword?
We try.
God, the balancing is going to be all
I mean-
off.
Oh no, it doesn't even like make the line. And the book is very specific, like this is the length, this is the width, like this is the dimensions of your one sword.
Nope. Not working at all. Use less? I can... How does that feel when you try to use less magic? I just kind of make magic. Do I need to like use smaller puzzle pieces or something?
Hey, hold on. She have candles.
She does ritual stuff. She'll probably have candles. She's gonna take out some candles and set them down.
Can you light the candles?
How? Which way?
Well, with your magic.
Which one?
Each of them, one at a time. Here, let me show you.
And she's gonna kind of run her hand over one. First candle lights. Runs her hand over the second. Second candle lights. Same thing with the third. She waves her hand over the 3 of them, and they snuff out.
All right, now you try.
Okay. I'll just kind of like... Ooh. Yeah, I'll do it that way. That way's cool. I will use fire missile, and I'll use a level 1 magic missile, but in fire, and light them all
Sure.
3 at the same time.
Boop, boop, boop. Easy enough.
Like
Now the
that.
candles explode as he impacts them.
I did not try to do any limitation.
Middle one does, the left and right side do not.
Oh. I think we need to go over some of the basics.
Like what?
What you need to go
Oh,
be the guard.
general
You
magic
can tell me to
control.
draw more triangles, are you?
No? What do triangles have to do with it?
It's at this point where Hilla's like, more triangles might do it, though.
I'm
Well-
telling you.
They mathematically are the most stable shape.
Oh my god. Or was it? Magic control, Zoe? What's that?
Okay, so here.
And she's gonna kind of start going over at least some of her understanding of fundamental magic.
How much different is it from the other two I've played with already?
Like, she can kind of explain things to you, but the build-up from this one, it's kind of its own weird thing. It doesn't really fit into, like, anything specific. It's very much a dentist type thing of collecting and releasing.
Think of it.
That's not making sense.
Think of it kind of like a pipe with a valve. As the water goes through, if the valve is open, the water flows on completely.
Okay.
But as you narrow it, the pressure increases, creating a stronger but smaller stream.
So if I draw a smaller circle, it'll have a stronger effect.
If you do a larger circle, you might be able to vent off some of the magic away from the focus, creating a weaker form.
Okay, I'll try that. I've kind of just been drawing a medium one. Can I try drawing a big circle, see if that helps?
Try whatever you want.
Yes, I would like to try that.
So you draw a big perimeter circle around it. Easy.
Yep. Okay. And I'm gonna go to start charging it.
It feels very difficult to charge it with a larger radius circle. It's almost like you're having to output more to deal with the compensation of the width.
I don't think I have enough water to do that. If we're going with that analogy.
Maybe a little bit of a smaller circle. You gotta find the right point where there's just enough pressure, but not too much to break it.
Okay. It's like I can still hear her in my mind.
Dennis,
You know what?
not everything works the same way for everybody. I mean, try different approaches that you have and, kind of mix them together until you find your own way.
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
I get the feeling he just read chat.
You can say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Does he get an inspo for that one?
You know what? Sure. Why not?
And nobody will have to know.
I'll take it.
All right.
You know what? Yeah, let's try a really tiny one. Let's see how that one goes. like... Oh gosh, that's really hard to draw, wouldn't it? I'd probably have to make like... Because I'm already drawing them kind of small. Trying to make that smaller would be really hard on my wrist.
You keep making it too much like a circle, it's never going to be strong enough to hold.
Oh, what? So what? I should just do this, and I'm gonna draw a triangle and draw a sun in it.
That won't focus it though. Like that will hold it. It just.
Okay, and I'm gonna take like a little step back while holding the triangle there, and I'm gonna draw a circle behind it. So I'm gonna try to charge a circle into a triangle.
Roll a D100 really quick. And you just watch this little laser beam just goes. Pew! What?
Oh no.
So it was the triangle.
It like focuses and holds through the triangle and then like narrows it down through the circle.
Oh my god. Shoot. I do it again?
Kind of try it. And as you do it, it's hard to kind of get used to. As long as you do it like in these little bursts, it's actually not that horrible. It's kind of hard to focus on. Like you're coming up with the concept and the shape and the distance. And you realize it kind of changes depending on how close the triangle and the circle are together and how far apart they are. But with little bursts, you could probably turn this into like some sort of like mini cantrip version of your main ability.
Oh no.
And with enough practice of that, just in general, it might help you with your ultimate.
I didn't... What? Thank you?
Doubt your master.
Mixing shapes instead of just focusing on one shape. Do you happen to know an expert on hexagons?
Oddly, why do you ask?
Strix.
You know, forget I said anything. Forget I said anything.
What?
Didn't you grow up? Oh wait, no, you didn't grow up in a family of wizards. That's it. He looks so very curved, or she does. Oh wait, you're not even here. I can't look at anyone.
Tristan's there.
No, he's not.
Maybe. Oh.
Mm-mm.
I have a feeling I'm going to be yelled at and praised at the same time. Nothing.
You can see the future.
And it's a pain in the ass. Well, thank you for coming out and helping me with this.
So we get to see the big laser?
Okay. I will try to use this new concept to try to focus this big laser at least level 2. If I feel like the sword's going to break when I'm trying to go for 3, I'll just let it off at 2.
All right, so you get to the first level, roll your D100 with your new triangle formula. Oh, it's rough. It's like right on the edge of like going over. So you've got to charge 2. Do you go to 3? Or do you release the 2?
No, I've been I assume we've been like running concepts for like 3 hours. My arm's getting kind of tired. I think I don't push it and I go.
Okay, so you release it?
I loose it. Do you want me to drop damage?
Yeah, just drop the damage in chat so we can see how much it would been. Not bad. Better than average for this. And you kind of release it out. You see this massive beam kind of radiate out from Dennis and just kind of shoot out.
For whatever reason, there's a pair of dwarves walking around with this big mirror that they're starting to escort inside. That hit by this reflects into the map. As this beam goes off, Zoe begins bouncing and clapping.
You did it!
That's way harder to do when you're not In a training room.
But every time after this will be easier.
It's at this point Arcadia's like, what is that?
Huh? What?
Where your laser was. Do you see that? Or your beam?
I take my glasses off, wipe them, look again.
There is a small object, like way off in the distance, like flying in this direction.
Prophecy, does it hit me in the face?
Roll a D100.
Always out looking as well.
You don't foresee anything hitting you in the face.
I love how everybody made their dice as large as possible.
No, that's on your end. That's on your end.
That's you.
Oh, okay, it's just me.
The patch
Great.
did that.
Yeah. If you go to your dice, you can change it.
I
Yeah,
thought it
go
was
to your
custom
dice
for
menu
everybody.
and then go
No.
to the roll scale.
I intentionally made mine as big as I could. I thought it was for everybody. I thought everybody
No.
could see that.
Nope, that's
No.
you. Troublemaker. All right.
I could see someone else's dice earlier.
You
Yeah,
can
you
see
can
them,
see other
but the
people's dice,
size is based on your setting.
I instinctually want to run away from it and hide.
What do you think it could...
I don't
see what you
know.
guys are-
Why do you think I know what it is? I look at my sword. It's not chipped or broken. That's not like the sword tip flying back at me, is it?
No, it's like a humanoid flying in your direction from the direction your laser shot.
Oh, I thought you said it was a metal object.
So
No, I
he's,
said it's
partially-
a tiny object.
So he's like partially leaning over the edge, hand above her eyes, trying to spot this thing.
It comes up on you quick. It's kind of weird. It's like kind of like this whitish gold blur. And then it stops about 50 feet above you. Floating.
I like take a step back.
It's Sentinel.
That's a man.
Zoe waves.
Uh-oh. I don't know what
Kind
you're
of
saying.
floats down. Lands next to you, and then the eyes just stop glowing and they just look normal. He's just like a happy looking dude. Hey, that was pretty impressive. Did you do that by yourself?
No.
You lied through your
Oh. Oh, I just thought I had to come over and say well done. I was out practicing myself. Hey, are you guys competing in the delve?
Alright.
Yes.
Oh, guys, me too.
Cool.
Who is this nice man?
The towel
Hey.
legs.
If we end up landing near each other, we'll have to keep an eye out for each other, right?
Oh, definitely.
Hey, if you ever are by my camp, I'm actually a pretty decent cook, they say. Yeah, so I was just, right, you watch as he's gonna sit there, and then you just watch as this beam shoots from his eyes, and he shoots out in the same direction as you. It's smaller than yours by far, but
Oh.
you're gonna have to show me how you got it that big. I mean, impressive. He's just gonna throw an arm around you?
Ooh. Okay. Can I attempt to sidestep that?
This is a big, strong, excited, happy man to see you.
Yeah.
Ardella is dying of laughter.
I still want to try to avoid being touched. Could you consider this a dex save?
I would say it's easy enough because you're like, you kind of like, oh, sorry about that. Small shoulders, I understand.
Yeah.
My mistake.
What team are you on?
Oh, I'm on the Golden Dragons.
Oh. Interesting. What?
My name's Aetherius. Pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
The dentist.
Yes. Glad that there's such friendly people in this competition. I was a little bit worried that this was going to be full of, rough types. I really don't like violence.
I
But you seem so good at it.
Oh. Only as a necessity.
I noticed that your sponsor wasn't listed on the sheet.
He looks to his chest. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we are representatives of the Church of the Light.
Oh,
Awesome.
so glad to meet you.
Yes, it is most certainly a pleasure.
We'll have to catch up later. I had plans and I'm actually late.
Well, good luck to you, friend. It's good to see you. And you watch as he kind of floats up and then he bullets off like Superman.
It's a shame we're gonna have to kill him in the most violent way
I
possible.
assume he seems completely genuine and
so did you do your
the
intro?
nicest, most simpleton. No, she forgot.
Wait, what?
You didn't do your intro.
Well, I went to, and then I was cut off literally right as I started.
Oh,
He's gonna be my lowest lane.
So on the sheet, this is an S rank team. I have in my notes, us but cooler.
Wasn't
Shame
forgot
we're
that
gonna
was,
have to kill him because he's evil.
she went, and then she was immediately cut off.
Well, yeah,
why does
he doesn't
this
care.
happen?
You don't shoot laser beams. Or at least you do, but you haven't shot them in the daytime.
That's true. I don't shoot day laser beams.
Which means your laser beams are evil.
Every time I try to do something for myself, some bad stuff happens to me. Yay.
What, a guy put his arm around your shoulder?
A very friendly man said hello, said nice beam. That's a bad thing that happened to you?
Yes. That's the last thing I wanted to happen.
He got praise from someone who doesn't know him. So, he did good.
I drew attention to myself.
Doing a good job is the
Well-
antithesis of what Dennis wants.
I think I gotta go home and work on this alone for a bit. Thank you two for coming. Bye.
I'm gonna cry.
Okay. Well, if you need any help, let us know.
Really does not
Okay.
like being touched.
He really doesn't. Not sure why, but I guess everyone has their thing, right?
That they do. Alright, so you guys finish up your projects, you meet back at Baron's place?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So after you go and convince someone to make some weaponry for you, and you go and blast some holes in the sky, you guys meet back at Burns. Plane. At this point, probably like 5 o'clock-ish. Races at midnight. Technically, but you get the
Oh, Captain, how'd it go?
Co-captain. Well, got some stuff done.
As you guys return to, Tristan's probably like eating cereal in the middle of the courtyard. You notice all of the stuff and all of the people from Alumarn are no longer present.
Got the fuck out.
Did they get a new host?
Can't believe Tristan killed him.
Yeah, no, it was gruesome.
You can ask Thorkel.
Hey, Thorkel.
pops its head out from like a random spot. Yes?
Did they find a new host because they can't stand us?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I believe there were some expletives and some, yeah, no.
I can't believe those dragon lovers are staying in the same place as us. I can't wait to get the hell out of here.
No, there's a lot more threats and violence involved, if I recall.
Doesn't sound very nice.
Would have liked if he said them to my face. Pricks.
You know. Sometimes we have to end up hosting people we don't get much say in it. You're welcome here, of course.
Did they end up swapping with someone? Is the new team going to start staying here?
I think at this point everyone's placed, so they likely just found them somewhere else to go, or they're staying at like a hotel.
Okay.
If I find out, though, I'll let you know.
I don't really care, actually.
Then why?
Although we probably don't want them to meet Tyros anymore because now we're probably the enemy of the enemy now.
Thorkel kind of looks at you. Yeah. I think that probably put a big target on a lot of your backs. Very bold, though. Definitely got your names out there.
Oh, speaking of, we met this flying guy who shot lasers. He's apparently with the gold dragons.
Oh, and what
Hmm.
is the gold dragons?
He killed on site, right?
No, he seemed very nice.
Sorry,
Well,
I don't think I got who they're from.
I didn't catch that. What?
I mean, I asked what team that is.
Oh, they're working for the Church of the Light.
Oh, so can you describe him, please?
Yeah, he was like this tall, really big, like really big. Blonde hair.
Was he blue-eyed or
Gold-eyed,
Guys
probably.
were-
gold-eyed? Okay.
Gold eyes.
All right, I will be
It's a
sure to
description.
kill him then.
Oh no, seemed very nice.
He sounds like he needs to die.
Mist might be
And-
easier to trick than to kill.
I mean, those two can't be exclusive.
It could also be a combo deal.
Hmm.
If he was friendly, we shouldn't pick any more fights.
I mean, it seems like
I-
one of those kind of people that, you don't pick a fight with him. You either finish it before he knows it started, or get him to
Yeah.
fight something he's not ready to.
You want more enemies? Why?
He's a Church of the Light guy. You've seen
Just the
what
ones
they've
that
been doing.
deserve to die.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they did kind of murder people with powers indiscriminately and set up a choke point and try to blame it on the elves.
Well, I
But
mean,
we have no evidence of that, so we can't just show up with a dossier and be like, hey, here's everything the church is doing. That's bad. You shouldn't be with them. Join us.
I had to felt so dumb.
But it's all you never studied religion. You're too smart for that.
Yeah, basically.
Coke out the nose. 100%.
I'm gonna sit down next to Tristan and his bowl of cereal, looking mildly upset.
Kind of look over. What's wrong? Fill the cheeks with cereal.
Oh, I was warned to expect the prejudice, but it's still. I don't know. It's dumb. I don't get it.
Kind of put his arm around you. You want me to beat somebody up?
Maybe later.
Do it. So, where do you guys run off to? Another big bite of cereal.
We paid Strix a visit. We tinkered with one of the Tipsy Fox's weird machine. She helped Goblin with some stuff.
Ooh, Tanya?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that she was here.
All rather uneventful. What have you been up to?
Carbo loading.
Oh, important.
I'll throw up.
And we just hear a scream from Baron. Who's been eating my statue?
Until we pass it, there's another bite taken out.
Run!
Can't you just ask for a gold bar? It's a gold mine. You don't need to eat the statue.
It's actual food. I'm not eating metal right now.
Cereal is not actual food.
Of course it is.
Didn't you get robbed earlier today, Kurf?
I got robbed.
I want to eat
Robbed?
cereal now.
Got robbed? Who robbed you?
Somebody pocketed 20 gold off me. I didn't even notice. And I'm pissed about it.
Oh, for a second I thought you were going to say you paid $20 for that piece of paper you're holding.
What piece of paper?
It's the Strix gave you. You took the newsletter of you being big.
Oh, the newspaper, yes. Yes, this is ours now. I proudly
He
show it
sent
off.
me one too. I think he sent one to Mom also.
Oh, good. She'll put it on the wall.
You're not wrong.
I figured out I need to start mixing my shapes together and commit magic blasphemy.
Sorry, what?
Circles and triangles belong together.
Whatever
You'll
works
find
for
the
you,
best-
dude.
You're like that shape box video. Like
Circles and triangles.
In the
not
square
doing
hole.
magic.
No!
Sorry, what do circles and triangles have to do with anything with magic?
I will try to attempt to recreate the small light beam.
Sure. So you watch as he makes this like circular triangle image that he kind of came up with at the end of the wand, and you just watch as like a singular beam of light shoots out from it and hits across the wall, like singes a hole in the wall.
Interesting.
And I was just using
I didn't know
circles this whole-
circles and triangles could be used in magic.
Beam attack.
This whole entire time I've been drawing circles, Mist. What have you been? You have no. That's fine. You haven't been looking at me.
My magic is weird.
Dennis, that
Don't
was an
worry
excellent
about it.
beam attack. I will give it a little clap. And I do a
See,
little
I
clap.
really don't have anything that is...
It needs to be better though. I can't.
I really
It's
don't
like-
have any magic I can use.
It takes me too long to set up. I need to get more comfortable with the spacing. I have a lot of work to do. What?
Beef
Well,
already
okay.
done?
I can show you how my magic works, but don't judge.
Okay.
I will take out my jeweled acorn. She pierces her finger on it, a drop of blood, and a scraggly wolf pops out of the blood. Dark skin, matted, looks sickly.
Oh my. Oh, so, like, would you? What's that blood magic?
Ish magic? I don't
What ish
think
magic?
blood magic.
I just know that's the one thing Leah said. Never ask me about that.
I don't think it's magic from my blood, not blood magic. I don't think I can
Is that
do that with other.
dangerous? Didn't your blood like change drastically?
I found this harder to do until the Yuan-Ti temple.
Right. So your blood did change drastically.
No.
Just where did you get a bejeweled acorn? Because I want one.
I had to pay for it, okay?
I want. What's everybody else up to? What's Peter been up to? Is Peter around? What's Alma up to?
Oh,
Peter's also carbo loading, but for a different reason.
Yeah.
is Ardella still with us?
Ardella came back with you, yeah.
And Peter's here.
What appears so.
And he's not putting 2 and 2 together.
No, not yet. He's not like directly where you are. He's off like engorging.
Okay.
Like on bread, like he's full.
He's in bread
And some
mode.
waters of life wash over you.
I want to lesser resto this scraggly, sickly looking wolf.
Oh, it's perfectly healthy. That's its natural state. I'm pretty sure
Christina
that
Wolf?
matted blood on it is not its.
Oh,
The ears immediately go down.
I don't know. I pet it like it's a cute puppy. I just think that they always come out like that. The bats turn out normal and the rats look like they're diseased, but they're not.
Are you okay with that?
I don't know, sometimes mages do aesthetic magic. I'm just kind of forced into a niche.
It's an aesthetic still. I respect it. It's hardcore.
Did you
I wanted a cute puppy, and, he's grown on me.
He is a cute puppy.
I pick a few of the strands of clumps of fur out of my fingers after I petted it.
He's shedding. Miss, did you manage to... Sorry.
Good.
Did you manage to get some food today? Or do you need my help again?
No, I was planning on going into the race hungry to intentionally lose to lower my value as a potential threat.
Okay. You could also just not enter.
I did hear rumors of a girls' night.
girls' night?
Yes.
Yes? Ooh, I think I will be abstaining from the race then.
Yeah, that. We should really let them focus on their race. You guys can come stay at my house.
Yes, would not want to distract anybody. It looks like it'll be a long night.
Yes, of course.
Oh, it's like fun.
All right, so you guys abandon them to their race.
Yes.
Good luck.
Tennis Goblin, Tristan, and all by themselves, and of course Sir
I've
Goblin.
been on a girls' night before. Oh, is there anything I'm supposed to bring or do?
Absolutely nothing.
You just leave that to us, Zoe.
Oh, before we go, there's one thing that I've forgotten to do that I really should have done earlier. Ardella?
She kind of cups her hands together and then opens them up, revealing silver.
This is the wonderful silver. I forgot to introduce you earlier.
Kind of looks it for a second.
Silver waves and tips the hat.
He's so polite too.
They're a professional. Is it okay if they go?
Yeah, why not?
You hear that?
If Silver
Doesn't
mocks us on our way out.
Silver's just like sitting on her shoulder, looking back, waving us as we wander out.
All right, so as you guys go wander to the manor, is anyone else running this race other than Tristan?
I will probably come to observe the start because I know no better.
Sure.
Edge could maybe do it.
Yeah, weren't you talking about wanted to do the race because you can shapeshift into whatever you need?
In the boots.
Oak.
I'm sorry, I had dogs messing with me. What was the question?
Did you want to
race?
participate in the race?
No.
Okay.
What about Senior Goblin?
Do I want to participate in the race?
Or do we have a good way to cheat in the race?
I don't even know what this race is.
So our fastest person in general is Mist. I don't know if Mist
Goblin-
is faster than the fast people.
Goblin rolls up with a ballista. Tristan's got a jetpack on, straps Tristan into the ballista, and fires him at top speeds.
Well, he's got to hit checkpoints, so it's not
Yeah,
just
that's what
about
the jetpack
fast,
is for.
Well, I can go into fast mode, but I can't compete with the kobold
Wait, neither can I.
or other people's family members.
It's okay. This is information gathering.
I mean, as a rogue, I get to do some cool running, but I don't think that's anything particularly impressive.
I'm gonna look at these guys. Boys, I don't know if I have what it takes to win this. But damn if we're not gonna go down trying. Besides, there are 4 bars on the way back from the top to back to Baron's place. I've noted them all, and he has like handouts for everybody.
Oh.
Have a poison that.
On the card, does it say Boys Night?
Probably.
With a Z.
He probably scribbled that in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Should we have asked Miss for her boots?
Think they'd help you? Are you running too?
No, they'd help you.
He can't wear 'em.
Oh god, I keep forgetting that. Why are there so many stupid rules with these things?
We can all go. We don't all have to run. But if anyone wants to run besides me, I'll gladly take the company.
Not unless you want to walk.
We could at least go see everyone who's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
So as they load in for their evening, we'll head out to the race. Dennis, tell me how you handle this as we approach.
Set the scene.
So there's people, and there's a bunch of different teams. There's people that are just there. It even looks like there's people that maybe aren't even competing that are just trying to race. But roll a perception check, I'd say.
It's gonna be bad.
So you guys kind of sit there, and Tristan's getting ready to go. It is kind of getting registered.
I'm probably loitering near the registration table with him.
And as you kind of sit there and you turn around, as he's just kind of finishing up what he's doing, you see, standing with a group of like 3 other people, your little brother.
I instantly freeze and stop and start holding my breath.
It seems like he's like warming up and stretching. It looks like he's in the race as well.
And he is not looking in my direction, correct?
No, he hasn't seen you at all yet. No.
I sit there, I freeze, I hold my breath for like 3 seconds, and then I just like try to turn around and find an alley to just dip into.
Sure, roll a stealth check.
Is my armor off? Because it would be off.
Likely if you're just running around town. Unless you plan on like battling people around.
It's not that kind of a battle royale yet.
Yeah, to some people it may be. I mean, you can't win if you don't show up.
I definitely like bump into somebody and like they drop something and it like draws attention.
Oh, I'm sorry. And watches, they kind of go, it's Jeremiah. Dennis.
I stopped dead in my tracks.
So sorry, I didn't see you coming. Good to see you. You look good.
I think I need to make one of these. I like try to start like moving away. I'm trying to get my hands on something to support me before I like fall over.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I really do have to run, but we should catch up. If you feel like you have time, you should drop by for lunch sometime. We're just staying at the Zognot estate. Good luck on your race. And just walks away, and he starts walking over towards your brother. Doesn't like point you out or say anything. It looks like he's supervising their team.
No. Can I get away?
Yeah, you can easily get away.
Dip and alley, panic attack behind a crate.
It's at this point, Tristan's like, all right. I turn around, I look at you, Goblin.
Yeah.
Where did Dennis go?
Well, I think he went to like go check on something.
Okay. Guess he'll be back. To the three of you. I know. So he just kind of looks around as the race gets ready to start. There are 4 kobolds here as well, too. Tristan will go over and have a few words with them. It is most likely, for those of you who know the kobolds, who would it be? Let's say, I would say it's probably Doozy's Racing. Crouton would also be there. Rex would be there. And Fizz would be there.
Nice.
Right, so there's probably it's not a lot of the teams, like only 15 of the 25 teams even have people here at the moment. And then there's just some random people that are trying to like keep pace with you guys. Tristan will kind of look back at you guys. See you guys at the top.
I give him 2 big thumbs up.
You watch as they all kind of line up to the starting line. As they start, I need Kate to roll a D100, and I need Gate to roll a D100.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So you just watch, and there's like a flash of light and like a puff of smoke that come off, and all of a sudden you just hear from the top of the thing, da-ding, 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 da-ding. And you just watch like everyone kind of stops and looks. Most of you are still there. Your brother's gone and the kobold's gone.
Ooh, which one got it first? Oh wait, I think I know what that D100 is for now.
Hell.
It's at this point you see a little kobold walking back covered in dirt.
Aww.
He looks a little sad.
Oh.
What happened, buddy? You tripped?
He got pushed.
Doozy was go real fast, then Doozy go real slow. Then ran into a wall.
No, Daisy.
She did her best.
He's power just stopped working? Just kind of shrugs. The other little kobolds pick him up and console him. It seems Tyros has won the race. And set a new record.
Of what, 0.3 seconds?
Pretty quick. when you move at the speed of light, I guess things kind of happen. It's not quite the speed of light because he still has to comprehend, but like between moving to point, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Person, I know. So, as a reminder, the reward for that is they just got themselves a 2-hour head start on a drop before everybody else. So they'll be first boots on the ground, for better or for worse.
Whereas they get the head start, in theory, I assume it's still being recorded.
Oh, you still get to watch them in the areas you can view them, but they get 2 hours in there beforehand. And they get to view them. We don't get to view them. We get to sit in the drop area. The crowd gets to view them.
Ah.
Yeah, because even like
Well, what about those
people
ones that aren't immediately dropping?
You don't get to see anything. And those of you who are out, so like if you're one of the 3 that are on the bench at the time, you only get to see what's going on with our team.
Okay.
The audience gets to see everything going on with everyone. It's to prevent us from sharing information about different things or like where people are.
Got it.
Because otherwise you could just go watch like the things and be like, all right, they're over that way, go that way, or they found an entrance over here. I mean, to some extent that may happen through other various methods, but for the most part, you guys are fully separated. Like no one goes in after the fact. Like it's the staff running the event and like a handful of like emergency staff, but that's mostly it. Tristan will take his long walk back. We have to pick different bars, unfortunately, as we did not make it to the top before the race was over. We make do, though. Just gonna look over at Dennis.
Oh, I'm still not anywhere to be found.
Oh, that's right. I just kind of look around. I hope he's okay. And just kind of slowly meander back to Baron's estate throughout the night. It's a quiet night, not much of a celebration night. Where do you go? Do you make it back to his place, or do you go somewhere else after you run away?
No, I'm still exactly where I was. Just alleyway behind a box, still freaking out. I've probably tried to prophecy every single way I can avoid them, and it's just not working out. I always run into him.
After
are you prophesizing or?
Oh no, it's manifesting.
10 minutes after the race, streets go back to normal, completely empty. You girls do get an update from Kale as you're doing whatever crazy activities you're doing and munching on snacks or drinking from her wine cellars.
Yes and yes.
That Tyros won and got the 2-hour head start.
Figures.
Like the race finished in 2 seconds.
I'm sure everyone did their best.
2 seconds, huh?
Just fast.
Sounds like people didn't even get to try.
You could have done it.
I could not.
You could have made a blind.
You didn't.
He goes to start running,
So glad I
immediately
didn't
smacks into a wall.
decided not to waste my time.
All right, so as they take their sad path back, what do you guys do with your evening?
I picture like we're all in pajamas, we're like on a big couch somewhere, drinking and eating snacks. Mostly gossiping, catching up. I am teaching Zoe how to go on a date. Like what to expect from somebody on a date, how not to go on a date. Lots of examples.
Taking notes.
She has a lot to learn. Just girl stuff, girl talk.
Do you ever ask her about any of your dragon outstanding items or things?
Oh, Curve, don't forget to tell her good places to hide bodies if they get a little forceful.
You know, I think that's more your area of expertise, if you want to chime in on that department.
I'll go into great detail how to dispose of a more than unagreeable person.
Ardella just kind of like is snickering in the background as this conversation's going on.
Ardella, why did you ask Dennis anyways? I thought you always had kind of an eye for Tristan.
Oh, the nervousness. Something about it.
Really?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Really?
The
It's like-
twitchiness, I guess.
It's the wet puppy kind of cute.
Cute was
Yeah,
a
but
brat.
it's Dennis. Like you spend 5 minutes with him and it's because it works for some people.
Hey, I'm going to say this once and only once. Pathetic is kind of cute.
You're not wrong.
No, I think he's decently strong-willed. He lacks a little motivation and needs to believe in himself a little bit more, but I think he's got a good foundation there.
Oh no, his foundation is
Really
is
doesn't
pretty
like being
shit.
touched, though.
Yeah, daddy issues.
Ugh.
Severe daddy issues, from what I understand at least.
I am keeping quiet with how he keeps offering me to let me
She looks
bite
like
him.
mortified.
No, not in like a weird. I mean,
Oh! You gotta be more specific, Kurt.
it's just, like I can only assume that they like had a violent relationship. Nothing like grotesquely weird. I haven't asked. I would hope not.
Putting himself down so much.
Oh, yeah. Really, no.
I don't think he's in the best mental now that his brother is here.
Mention his brother being here.
His brother's here?
Yeah, he was in the race. I assume he's the one that won.
Oh,
They would have mentioned, Kale would have told you, the winner's title. Where's your brother? So Xander Kramer.
Oh, yeah, same last name.
Yeah, that's him.
he also has a bad relationship with his brother?
I don't imagine.
It's either bad relationship with brother or brother has a good relationship with father. One of those.
Well, once.
I feel like a small gremlin has made an appearance.
We love small gremlins.
That's you.
Alright. I'm back.
Love
My
it.
oldest was awake. I was like, who the fuck's walking around my house at 1 o'clock in the morning? Like, everyone's been asleep for forever.
Ardella.
Hmm?
I have a weird and kind of depressing question.
Oh. Good way to round out a wonderful day.
Why do people hate dragons so much?
Because of one asshole.
You know, I think that's a very loaded question. It's even like, I remember when I was small, people still kind of liked dragons for the most part. I guess it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a back and forth thing across history. There's been people that hate dragons, people that kill dragons. There's been bad dragons too, in all fairness. But, I mean, in some ways, the time has kind of come and passed for most of them. I don't know.
I guess, why is the golden perch gone? What did they do? They were just people.
There's nobody left, really. Most of the Dragonborn were killed off in a genocide, and the dragons that remained after that were slowly picked off one by one. My father included.
Wait, I'm sorry.
It's weird, I can't sense you. I don't know why. Your disguise is really good.
Guys?
Are we going to just gloss over the fact that Ardell is dragon?
Oh, Dragon Princess, if you want to be technical.
Dragon princess. Okay.
We do insist you be technical.
Yes,
Oh.
my mother actually comes from a different world. Both my parents are dragons. Mom was a wizard. Dad was a god. Well,
Yeah, and I spent a few hundred years in the astral sea.
I
serious.
imagine that would be very pleasant.
Just for fun.
Oh, I can show you. She's gonna take one of the glasses of water, and you just watch as she lifts the water out of the cup and like floats it up into the air.
Zoe claps.
My dad was much better and could do. I mean, I could do more than this too, but. And then just drops the water on the ground.
Zoe's going
Yes.
to have the water kind of take the shape of an elemental and start moving its way back into the glass.
Why would you put groundwater in a cup?
Well, it was in a cup before, wasn't it?
She just took water out of a cup.
Quick swirl of the water, and it's once more pristine.
Your powers are really cool.
They can. Not a lot of things to fight these days. At least not with my hands.
That's a good thing.
Boring.
Well, hopefully we take you out for a nice, reasonable, not too dangerous adventure. But knowing us, that probably won't go super well.
Be nice to stretch my legs a bit. I think we have a decently good team.
You're a dragon princess. Can you fly?
Now, unfortunately, I stay in this form pretty much permanently. Part of
I
the
understand.
cool
Makes
not being
sense.
detectable component. My mom was quite insistent. But I used to be able to. Do miss flying.
Hmm.
So you could fly. You know, elemental stuff and all that.
I had wings too. Well, I can fly, but like, it's a different thing.
Wind fly
Feeling-
versus wing fly.
Exactly. Besides, if you mix them together, it's even more fun.
I need to... I've been trying to figure it out for so long, and I haven't been able to do it.
hope you necessarily get wings, though. But who knows? Anything's possible.
Just figured, Dragon Row and all that, I could maybe stretch it a bit. Get some fun stuff.
Careful. You're fine just the way you are.
Oh, I know.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Didn't say there was anything wrong with me. I just said it would be nice to have wings.
Yes, dear. They mean the same thing.
Never tried to fly before. I wonder if I could make my bubble fly.
Bubbles are known for floating.
I'm gonna try.
And I'm going to conjure up a bubble and see if I can't get it to float.
They don't interact with the air, but like you can make a floating light bubble. It just depends on what type of bubble you want to make.
I want to try my barrier bubble, so my more solid one, and see if I can't.
The only downside is you need to be in it. Well, like you need to. All of your barrier bubbles, even like the temporary ones, you need to be like inside when you do it, so you can use it and make it, but you can't get in it. Oh yeah, I'm just saying if you want to make it above you.
Oh no, I'll start off with it on the ground. I'll surround myself in the bubble, and then I'll see if I can't get it to float.
Yeah, once you make it, like it can't float and lift. It doesn't have the ability to like lift you through. It basically makes like a bubble where you are. So yeah, it's not like you could form one in the air potentially, but you'd have to find a way to keep yourself in there at the time that's not the bubble itself.
Okay, so if I were to say like jump and then form the bubble, it would still come down, and then kind of land on the ground.
Essentially, you could use it to try to like cushion a fall. That might not be too hard to do. As long as you're already inside of it.
Right back.
No, my bubbles aren't flying yet. Gotta work on it.
Much to train, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Hope the boys are having a nice time.
That's actually a good question because Dennis left, so it would have just been Goblin and Alm.
Interesting.
But they've all managed to stay together on the way back as Tristan sadly did his failure pub run.
But they're having a great time.
Hey, Tristan. I feel like we're kind of the life of the party.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you want to go get blitzed out of your mind?
Well, I mean, we just got blitzed out of this race, so might as well make it a theme.
Deal. Drinks are on me.
Goblin is my little buddy. I'll carry him like a football as we get later into the night as well.
Woohoo! See which
Come
one
on,
can still be standing by the end.
At some point in the night, like Alm inadvertently has to turn into Hedge through like alcohol poisoning. Like, how did he turn in the middle of the night? You were just going to a race. Funny story. You do meet a couple of other sad contestants. You see our little kobold buddy who is sad. He explains it more to you, and basically what he said is he was running and he made it like halfway up and something hit him, and then all of a sudden he just like stopped and he couldn't go fast anymore. Just Simulcan told me, he's like, I never went fast to begin with. It's okay.
Huh.
All right. So you guys all eventually wander back to your respective areas for the evening. Some of you wake up more painful than others.
I had a great night.
Do goblins' mind powers prevent him from being hungover? This is a good question.
Arabella, I'll see you tomorrow.
That's a great question.
You say that like we're not staying over.
Oh, never mind. Are we staying here?
Sleep over, yeah.
Oh, that's the case. Then I will not be staying.
Kicking her out? I can't believe you would do that.
Yeah, this is the morning after.
Kicking her out of her own house.
Sorry, you
Had
can't stay
breakfast,
here.
please.
There is breakfast.
And Zoe is the last one awake at the sleepover.
Kale makes the biggest pancakes.
Oh,
Like the Uncle Buck pancakes.
I eat them whole.
Thank you for breakfast.
Oh, you're most welcome.
I gotta grab a drink. I'll be right back.
You would notice, I would say, too, as the guys kind of wake up in the morning, Dennis isn't here.
Guys, I think we should go look for Dennis. We should be in our hangover arc.
Arcs and looking for people at the same time are the worst.
Yeah, I'm always there to cure the hangovers. I'm not there yet. Gonna have to deal.
It's okay.
Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring.
Pick up.
Curve?
Oh,
You
yes.
hear me?
Hello?
Hey, it's Tristan.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you haven't seen Dennis, have you?
No, we've been at Tardella's all night.
He slipped away and didn't make it home. You stop by the house so that we could go look for him?
I suppose we can meet you over there. Do you think his brother kidnapped him?
I know I would if I was his brother.
And Tristan learns my brother is there for the first time.
Brother's here?
Yeah, the guy who won the race. Same last name.
Son of a... Life goes dead. Alright, Curf, you direct them back home?
Yeah.
Lost without you guys, apparently.
Ardella, it was a lovely night. Very healing. I have not hung out with the girls in forever.
Oh, we still have plenty of time before we go in.
The pancakes were wonderful. The company even more so. Let's go get the boys out of trouble. We head back.
How in trouble are they?
Dennis is missing.
So we'll meet up. We're gonna meet up with everybody. Or should I go collect Dennis?
Well, if you want to go take a preemptive look around, I'll go meet up with the others.
All right, you do that, Kyle.
Just flies out.
Was Kyle at girls' night?
Up to you.
Kyle's
He
allowed to be
technically
at girls,
is.
right?
He is attuned to mist.
I think that qualifies as a girl. Kyle was at girls' night, confirmed. We played spin the bottle, but with Kyle.
Man, that's a easy to cheat on that.
Kyle, why do you keep pointing at the same people? Ardella's like, I know what I'm taking tomorrow.
Oh no.
I mean, we can play again.
All right. You get back, find your hungover friends. Oh, thank God.
Hello, how was your night?
Help.
You're such a baby.
I lost.
I know.
We had fun.
I'll smooth a hand over his forehead, give him some lay on hands points.
Oh. It's just not right, I tell you. No
You
one
have
should be that
fun.
fast. It was over in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
2
that's a
seconds.
little extreme.
They made Doozy cry.
They made Doozy cry.
Yes, apparently he was running up the thing and someone touched him and all of a sudden he wasn't fast anymore.
Okay, I'm killing Dennis's brother.
Seems like it might be. That was Dennis's brother?
That was Dennis's brother. And
Really
he's
fast.
gone. You weren't looking after Dennis, now he's gone.
I was at the
Forever.
registration table. I literally got up and turned around and he was gone. I didn't know his brother was here.
A lot of our enemies are here and go to the events. You know how Dennis is, you have to be careful.
Which sounds worrisome when you put it that way.
Oh my god, it's Nick!
Nicholas!
My man.
A
What
wild Nick
happened?
has approached.
That's what
Better
I get
late
for
than never, huh?
that's what I get for taking a nap at fucking 8 p.m.
There.
Can't stay asleep.
Fucking alarm clock is bullshit, man.
Glad to hear you.
We did the race, we lost super bad. You didn't miss too much else.
Okay.
Although Nick really needs to talk to Brother Jeremiah.
Oh no.
Does he?
You want to
I
turn
like-
his character to stone so bad.
I like the sound of everybody's groans.
Do you like being a statue that we can't cure?
Well, how do you know I'm going to end up as a statue?
Oh, because it's you.
I'll be right back.
You worry too much.
Well, surprise! That just means I get to move on to my second character that much faster.
I sure do.
He used to be a bard until he got turned into a stone construct. Now he spends his time wandering around.
Turn him into a jukebox.
Hero?
All right. So, actually, this is a good thing. Once you get connected, Nick, we're gonna have you make some rolls to see how your construction of Dennis's new sword is going. Other than that,
I had to get the voice down for a second. The sword be going great.
Back. Oh, is that a Nick I hear?
yep.
It's a bairn.
Yippee!
All right. So, Dennis, where are you hiding at? Are you still in your little alley?
Around hour 5, I probably would have stood up. I definitely threw up publicly in a street somewhere at one point. I'm probably just wandering around like layer 2.
Layer 2, huh? Roll a D100 real quick. Roll a D10.
8.
Okay. So, Mist, you use the arrow to find him?
Slumber.
You might be AFK.
He died. He
I
fell
sent
asleep.
I sent my blanket mimics after him.
We traded Nick for Slumber. But yeah, I think that was the plan.
Sounds like you guys got shafted on this deal.
What?
Nick, what did you do with Slumber?
I plead the fifth.
Take long necessarily to find. where he is, just because I mean it's count. So you find him eventually. However, Dennis, before they get to you, let's 41, huh? Oh, of course it had to be. 8?
Oh, yeah, 8.
This woman is going to kind of walk up to you as you're sitting there looking distraught. Are you okay?
I'm just gonna try to pick myself up and leave. As this person is now talking to me, and I realize I am actually around and people can see me.
Need me to get someone? Are you lost? You know your name?
Is there a place that can manifest my echo where she can't see?
Probably, I'd assume.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swap, and he's gonna disappear. And I'm gonna start heading down an alley.
Sure. Just like take it back after you disappear. Alright, it doesn't look like she found you. You're safe.
I do not knock over a box.
Back yet, Slumber?
If you did knock over a box, that's how we'd get like a classic Sonic chase sequence.
No.
All right, I'm loaded in. What roll did you say you needed me to make?
All right, so we'll have you do this. So I'm gonna have you do a couple D100s. So do a D100.
All right.
Night 1. Ooh, not bad. Roll another one. The best, and a third one.
Total opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Okay. You've been working on it. You're getting closer. You've had getting it down because it's such a thin sword. You're getting closer, but it's still probably going to take you a few more days.
It takes time to make a work of art such as this. Time and a lot of ale.
He says to himself in the forge.
Pouring ale on the blade. Taking a
I mean,
swing himself.
His lit forge is there. He could be talking to Deft. You never know.
Ooh.
How's it going in there, Pinky?
Baron,
Help it.
Death can't answer in the forge anymore. Remember? Stop calling.
There's a dinosaur!
I like to think that Pinky can hear me wherever he is in spirit. Here, have some ale, and I'll give Pinky some ale and throw a little bit of ale in the fire. Not
You
enough
come to
put it
find
down.
out a couple hundred years later that he really could hear you every time you said it.
I just got like ale dumped all over my head every time he does it.
Where the hell is this coming from?
Wherever I am, I receive the blessing.
Exactly.
A nice little ale shower.
All right. So you have time up until basically they'll announce the mystery thing in like a day or so. So what do you guys do up until that point? What is the focus of your time?
We need to get dirt on some of these teams.
You have in mind?
How do we do that?
Oh, also, Thorkel will tell you when you eventually come back and you're there that first day. He knows where your little friends are staying as well. Apparently, no one was quite expecting them because no one was expecting a Wyverlight team because they just figured Wyverlight would be staying with Baron. And because Baron's property was already full from everybody else, would you like to guess where your kobolds are staying?
Fair.
Wait.
To the Zognauts.
Nope. They're in the castle with the king.
Are you sure they don't have luck?
Awesome.
How much havoc are they dealing there? How
No
many
idea.
bases have been broken?
How
many forks have gone missing?
There's definitely probably some of the staff that are a bit frustrated, for sure.
What about the left socks?
That's so good.
Left socks, soup spoons, all sorts of stuff. They like walk by one of the guard things as they're sitting there. Look, they have a picture of Mom.
Yeah.
Place is great.
Mia's just gonna wake up one morning. There's gonna be a subpoena at her door.
But yeah, anything you want to do between now and then, this is your time to do it. Because we will pause shortly here. We'll probably pick up. We'll do that, and you probably will have to do your tournament next week, Miss Delay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh, are you?
I have more time to scheme if I get another week. It can be even
You
more
do
ready
realize
here.
what that means, though, right?
Well, no,
Maker-
you shouldn't do any more. You should not do any more work.
I should just
You should-
pause all my work and not
You
load the server.
should just relax.
I literally made this man for you to play with.
Now, hold on, wait, Kalsto. Is more work more beneficial for us or less beneficial for us? Like, what
It's
range? Are we
never
getting like some
beneficial.
Okay, then yeah, putting a pause on that definitely sounds like a
That gives me time to like reevaluate NPC skills and stats and be like, oh, you know what would be fun to do with that?
No.
Yeah, that would work. Why not?
I think
Sometimes I do good things.
definitely do that, Kalsto, because I think that Miss Catherine deserves your full, undivided attention on
Thank
that.
you, Nick.
I do
Thank
have
you.
on my list to do because I was re-updating and doing some other stuff. I will have all of kind of like the delve rules. I'll have a sheet for that this weekend, and if I have enough time, and I think I'll have enough time because I don't think too much. I want to finish the alternate point chart options. You guys can pick what you want to spend on.
I do have
Alternate point?
Mhm.
Yeah, they have a special system. Just because of the length of the campaign, it's another alternate way. Just because, like, a good example, they're level 7 right now. At most, you'll get like 3 levels out of the delve. You'll probably get more like 2, but you're going to be there for a long time. So one of the cool things about how some of these systems work is so like your powers aren't necessarily fully dependent on certain parts are, but like you could learn new powers and new things as you go along. So you're not always just waiting like, oh, I need to level up to get something. There's ways to get things in between. And then the alternate system, I basically gave them, we assign a point value to like really strong monsters or creatures. And so when they kill those, they earn a certain amount of points. And then I have grids that they can spend those points on to get like group buffs. So like as a good example, for 5 of these points, and they have 10 right now, they could buy
13.
+2 to 1 stat.
Damn. Is that per player or?
Yeah, so like
everybody
right now,
the entire
yeah.
group.
if they bought
Oh,
con,
damn.
everyone would get +2 con, but then like the second tier of con might be another constitution related feat. They're all in theme within a column, so they come in like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it gives them the ability to buy stuff. And so there's like there's categories for each stat, and then there's categories for the artifacts that we are looking for in the campaign. So like we have the spirit
belt and the
cloak that we have, and we have an absorption belt. So we can buy things from those categories as well as we get them.
Okay.
So it's just a way that we can get cool stuff as we go along without having to like wait on a public. We finally made it.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You found your boy. It took you like 30
Alright.
minutes.
Alright.
Is the search party just missed, or is the search party a bunch of us?
Up to you guys. Mist is just
I was-
following the arrow.
I was thinking just missed. You found him soaking wet, alone, shivering in an alley, looking lost and confused, as usual.
Vomit in his beard.
You have a. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have a beard. Okay.
Suffering from stranger danger.
Stranger danger. Severe stranger danger.
What are you.
Worse than me.
You don't smell like alcohol.
He it takes him like a good 10 seconds to recognize who you are. Miss?
Yes. What are you doing in alcohol, not drunk off your ass?
Jeremiah's here.
Yeah, we heard. You won the race?
No. Jeremiah.
Oh. Oh. Makes sense.
He saw me.
Okay, there's nothing you can do about that.
I wasn't looking ahead enough.
I snap my fingers in front of your face. Wait. No one else can see the future. We just gotta deal with what we got. You shouldn't live in fear of everything. Because if you are afraid to do anything, you won't do anything.
Yeah. He's ever seen the Tiro's team. My if he mentions me to my brother, I can't do anything.
Can't do anything. How so?
I can't.
Can't what?
I said I can't. I can't do it.
All right, we aren't getting anywhere, so you have two options. You can stand up and walk, or I am going to drag you back to everyone else.
You have to drag him back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I am dragging you like a sad puppy, your feet dragging behind you.
Pretty much. It'd be really funny if we walked past that one woman who was concerned about me and she sees me being escorted by someone else.
Yeah. All right, Kyle, let's go back to the rest of the group.
Without you. All right. So as you get back, we will pause there because it's 1:41, which means it's much later for some of you.
Yes.
You guys can plot your schemes for next week, but like I said, do you plan on competing in your tournament next week? Remember, every week that you push is another week I get a scheme.
Nick,
What's up?
because you weren't here for most of the session, there was something I wanted to do with Zyrath on the previous day, but I would need. I would also need Mist. Mist, do we reveal that he has a rune?
I would have to ask the rest of the group if they want to reveal that to him.
Just quick yes, no. I'm a yes.
Considering no one else has said anything, Mist is indifferent. I guess it's a yes.
Okay, Zyrath, we're gonna sit you down. Okay, Zyrath. There's another reason we really wanted you on this team. It's because you're.
It wasn't my dashing good looks and beautiful music.
No. It's because you're kind of like us. You see, we've all kind of been marked with an ability, and you have one.
Ah, yes. The ability to cause women to swoon.
I mean, that might be part of it, I guess.
Also,
considering what your
sorry.
considering what your word is, maybe. Yes.
I mean,
Well, you certainly
Kind
are
of.
lacking in that department, but I don't know about the others.
Right.
I mean, he did just date.
So
Yeah, but I wasn't there for that.
yeah. So first, I'm gonna pull out 2 dice. Can you roll these for me?
I will take the dice and roll them. Are these like special dice or
No,
what are these dice?
well, I'm trying to give you a demonstration that you have the luck rune. So in my mind, I want you to roll them and get like 12.
Okay.
Just without trying, just like drop them.
Hmm.
Okay.
Do I fudge the results?
I mean, you can, I guess. Like, basically, it's going to go off what I say next after you roll the first dice. If you just want to roll 2d6, that'll work too.
All right.
Okay, 2 5s. Can you do that again? Roll 2 5s.
Oh. Accidentally picked up 3 dice.
Hmm. Were you trying that time? Try again.
Try bidding money.
I'll give you 2 gold coins if you can roll 2 5s again.
2 gold coins for 2
3.
5s.
And if you can do it 3 times in a row, I'll give you 10.
What do you take me as? Some sort of peddler?
Yes.
I mean, kind of. Try.
You need to work on your people skills.
All right, 1. Essentially, I'm trying to get you to unknowingly tap into your luck rune with this.
I am not activating any of my luck abilities at this moment, Kalsto. Just FYI.
Yeah, I can tell.
Mostly because I don't know what they are.
Well, that's half the fun. He doesn't even know he has it.
Okay.
I really don't know what you're getting at here. I'm sure I've been, lucky at times, but I wouldn't say that I am the luckiest.
So you've noticed that you have been luckier than normal since about, I don't know, 3 months ago?
For take.
I don't know if I'd say luckier than normal, but
more things just happen to be going your way.
Oh,
More
they don't appear to be going
opportunity.
my way right now.
More opportunity. I mean, you ended up in Curzon somehow, didn't you?
I mean, yeah, I don't know where else you would go to observe or participate in the delve.
All right, Mist, do you want to show him? Unless you want me to take control of this whole conversation, Slumber.
He's AFK.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Well, Miss took a look at you. She has a way of seeing these symbols, and you came up with this one, and I'll put a drawing on the table of like this weird rune. This is a rune of luck, and it's planted right there on your forehead.
Oh, you're one of those. Just because I was born at a certain time of year doesn't mean that I have a star or moon sign that means anything about who I am.
I don't want to believe it either, but I have magic and prophecy. Can I prophecy what you were doing this morning?
Yeah, go for it.
What were you doing this morning? Unless you want me to roll a D100 about it, but like it's gonna make it really hard for me to prove my point if you resist.
Well, I guess it depends on what Kalsto will let me get away with. In terms of what I was doing this morning, I was probably doing some advanced networking.
Up to you. If there's someone specific or something specific you wanted to have been working on, you certainly can.
I would like to be doing some groundwork for anything that I can do to rig or bribe, find out any information, anything that would assist the team during the delve.
The best things you'd be able to do, it really just depends on what end, and you kind of will have to probably work with them to figure out which teams are the best, because you could do a bunch of things. You can sabotage people, you can make alliances with people. It really just depends on what approach you want to take with which teams.
Okay.
Because then once you find that, like, you could easily go out and start talking to the other teams and trying to find, like, people that will ally up, or at least, have like a truce with you to where you don't mess with each other type things, or sabotage people, different stuff.
I like the idea of some secret alliances and some sabotage.
Sure. Is there any specific team you wanted to try and win over?
You know what? I would like for you to pick a team for me based on this roll.
Sure. This is actually excellent. So that would. Where's my sheet?
Us.
47? Or you rolled a 43?
43.
Thundercats?
Oh.
White Fang. White Fang.
Well, I see you were trying to talk with the White Fang this morning about something. Kind of walked away on neutral terms. I don't know if you're actually successful or not. Can't really see that deep.
You can't see my eyes squint at you behind my glasses, but you
And then
definitely
you
see.
Walked down the street 3 blocks and ordered a cheese bagel with an egg. You didn't eat the egg. Should I
Are you
continue?
spying on me?
No, I literally looked just right now. I have the gift of prophecy.
The burden of prophecy.
I would have been more
Awesome.
impressed if you were spying, but okay,
One
continue. Oh, sorry.
One fun thing to note for you, Nick.
Mhm.
You feel like you're making progress this team. There's only one glaring issue when approaching this team for allies.
Okay.
None of them speak any of the languages that we speak. They have an interpreter that does bad common, but none of them speak any of our languages.
I have universal speech.
What does it let you do?
You've gained the ability to speak and reason with any creature. As a bonus action, you can expend one of your uses of Bardic Inspiration. When you do so, roll your Bardic Inspiration die and choose a number of creatures within 60 feet of you that can see equal to the roll. For 10 minutes, the chosen creatures can magically understand you, regardless of the language you speak. I also have advantage on charisma checks made to influence them.
So it's kind of like watching Nick sell a bunch of Asian businessmen on something, and he's just taking big emotions, and no one else knows what these guys are saying, but they love him.
Nice. Never mind, you were super successful. It seems like you got something good going on. thank you for doing that.
No
But
need to thank me.
The only reason,
After all, we are on a team, are we not?
yes, we are, and that's why we're trying to tell you what you actually have going on with you instead of keeping it a secret. So you can actually start trying to work on your skill, even though it's luck. Which, honestly, dice is the only thing I can think of as a way to, like, try to get you in tune with your power. Playing cards seemed a bit too complex right now.
I do love a good game of poker.
But if you can take non-loaded dice and make them act like loaded dice, I figure that would probably be a good start for you to, like, start recognizing your ability. And that's what I tried to do before. It seemed to work a little bit, but I don't know. But you do have this ability. I can't make you believe you do. I can only tell you I do and what mine do, and hope that's enough for you to trust me more than 30 platinum did.
Well, I have to say 30 platinum is quite trusting.
Okay. And now Miss knows how much I paid for him.
You know, there is an easier way you could have shown him powers. Like, here, watch. He literally can eat, like, the whole bag of ball bearings.
Yeah, but that's weird and creepy.
What?
Look, man, I'm trying to break the ice slowly. I don't want to just put our little ball-bearing snake eater in front of people and be like, look at our little circus freak eat metal.
Look at him go!
Coward.
Man,
You're not captain anymore.
Oh, he got daggered. Stabbed by his first mate.
I don't know. No, I guess. Do you want to try again now that you know you have this ability to see if you can manipulate what you want out of these? It took us all a while to really start getting a hang of it, and unfortunately, you only have a few days.
I'm gonna reach across. I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder. There, Dennis. I know that it's been very stressful, and I can tell that you've really been suffering through it. And honestly, I think you need to get a massage, drink some
I hate when
ale,
people
just
touch me. No, thank you.
or maybe just take a really, really long nap.
I don't have time to sleep. I need to draw more triangles.
Whatever it is that's got you so twisted up inside, you need to relax.
What?
I mean, I'm sorry, but you're approaching me out of nowhere and claiming I have some symbol of luck?
Yeah.
I'll pick up the dice again, and I'll roll them. I feel that this answers for me. Now, Kalsto, just to be clear, I have noticed that I seem to be luckier, or
just feel like
is there tangible?
The last few months you've definitely felt lucky, but like for your personality, it's enough to just think like things are finally starting to kind of go your way, like your efforts paying off. Not so much like luck is doing all these type of things for me.
Okay.
Also, because it's kind of more passively, it kind of works to things that benefit you in a situation versus like necessarily. There's no benefit to you rigging these dice for anything. So for you, it's just like I'm rolling dice. You might be able to manipulate it later anyways. Most of the things you've been using are just kind of more naturally occurring things that you don't even necessarily realize you are using. So that's why it's not reacting necessarily to these. But I mean, I would say from your perspective, it feels more like just things you've been working hard on are kind of paying off for you more, as opposed to like luck is dumping all this on.
Gotcha. And the Dennis, it's I don't really know. I don't know you that well. After all, we just met.
Yeah.
But I think before we go into the delve, I think you need to take a what do the kids say these days? Take a chill pill.
I've already got my asthma medicine. I'm fine.
Well, if you have a heart attack due to the stress, then I guess you'll learn that way. But until then, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna make a snarky comment. That's all.
Okay.
Pause, you guys.
Go ahead.
Super late. But
Sorry.
what I will say, as you're having this conversation, because of your luck from earlier, at one point you do get stopped. Excuse me. You guys know how to get to layer 4 from here?
But of course.
Okay.
You could point upwards. They're all circular rings. You're probably on like ring 2.
Are the where are the stairs? Are there is
They're
it
all over
open
the
in the
place.
middle? Is it
Yeah,
rings
so
and then
it
it's
kind
open
of
in the
rings
middle, or-
down in. So the widest ring is at the top, and then layer 4 goes in there, and so it all heads down. There's a bunch of stairs that kind of come up in different areas.
Okay. I point to the I just point to the edge of the ring. I don't really point in a particular direction. And if you head that way, you'll find a bunch of stairs. You'll want to go on the ones that go up.
Appreciate it. New in town. And then
That's a
get
pleasure
a
to
little
meet
turned
you.
around. Thanks again. You watch. He walks over. He walks towards the steps, and then he goes down the steps instead of up the steps.
Thorough.
I wanted to shake his hand.
Yes. Stupid. Yes.
What a nice fellow. Anyways, let's go get a snack, Dennis. I think a snack would really help you.
Get distracted. Who did they meet?
Just Zorro insert, probably.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll pause while you guys get your snack, and we'll pick up there whenever we play next.
Okay. Bye.
Hey, thank you for running, sir. Appreciate it. Glad you joined us 3 hours late, Nick. You got 37 minutes in the night.
Hell yeah.
Thank you to everyone who hung out with us on all the places tonight. Very appreciated. If you'd like to catch replays on this campaign or our other ones, you can do so on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follow, shares appreciated. We're trying to get to 500 on YouTube. So anybody want to hit that sub button would be highly, highly appreciated from us. Thank you very much on that. We should be back tomorrow. Brandon has said he doesn't have any issues for running tomorrow night. Knock on wood. We know how that changes. And hopefully we'll see you midnight central tomorrow. Otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.